left Atlanta, now I'm in Bama on the West End. Blood up 125th, don't you know about that? I can't fall out with my niggas, where they do that at? In position for that power, I can't get it back. I got that on me now, we don't play like that.
He said the Bible don't teach you not to sin. Yes, the fuck it do. That's the whole point of following Christ. When he took us to 1 John. 1 second, Warrior. When he took us to 1 John, I read verse 7 where it said Christ cleanses you from all sins. Come on, man. This is insane. But that's that Christian dope. Go ahead, my child.
Out there teaching it like we teach. We teach you Christ is a nigga, man. We teach you God is a nigga. And guess who he loves? He loves niggas. He loves niggas. And that's one of the topics we're gonna talk about.
They say it's up then. And it ain't nothing to discuss then. Pillar talking with revenge, we like best friends. Just left Atlanta, now I'm in Bama on the West End. Blood on 125th.
Yeah, it said the browser failed to play the clip. Did you see that?
Live, sir. I didn't see that.
You didn't see it on your end?
Live. I thought it was rolling.
It was playing on the side, but it wasn't playing on. What's up with the different views that we got here?
I don't know what that is right there. The split over here I see on this side is split for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I think we did? What it is? Is that fucking that one option where you get the
landscape.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what it is, and I think that's why it didn't play right. I didn't even see that. Let me see.
Is it better now? I mean, I took it. I don't know.
I can hear you, but just hold on for 1 second. Let me see if it does.
Okay, go on.
Let me see if it's a way I can edit this real quick. Hold on, let me see. No, I don't think we're gonna be able to do it while we live.
Okay.
Let me check.
Is that how it's showing up? Like if we go to like the pages, is that how it's showing up?
No, I'm looking at I'm going through the options now, and it's not on landscape. I think it's on that other option, to where you can have them both. That's got to be what that is. Damn, I hate that shit. Nope. Yeah, damn. The landscape and the portrait, I don't like that. And that's what I think it's set up as. Son of a bitch. And we can't change it while we are alive. I'm trying to change the options now.
Okay.
Yep.
You want to end the live and restart it, or just keep going?
Nah, well, we'll just start it now. Fuck it. I guess what they say, we started from the bottom. Now we here. Fuck.
Oh God.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. God damn. And I hate that. And you know what it do? It make two different streams.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm waiting. I'm like, wait a minute, the thing rolling like crazy, but it ain't saying nothing. I ain't heard nothing. So yeah, that's why I think it did that.
Oh, okay, go on, God.
Yeah.
All right, I got your spiel in the chat. I'm putting in the link now.
All right, let me get this last one going.
All right, we're good to go on that. Yeah, I see it popping up.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I gotta center myself in the camera too.
Yeah. No, you too wild, brother.
Oh, okay,
On the other one, is off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay,
I mean, you perfect on the landscape.
Right. Man,
That's the one that's off a little bit. Yeah. All right, let me see.
we got a mighty priest Naquam, Allah in the building. Shalom, how about you? What's going on?
Shalom, Mark. Mighty man checking in.
Yeah, buddy.
Put the link out there too for people that want to join the stage.
Come on, sir. I got it in there already. I can resend it again. No sweat.
Uh-oh, dang.
I guess we won't be getting old boy back. What's his name? Jose. Oh man.
Hey, look, I ain't worried about no suckers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Man, I hate for cats to lie on me. That's a big thing. You ain't gotta lie. You understand? For you sisters out there, you ain't gotta lie to kick it. And for you cats out there, you ain't gotta lie not to kick it. You understand? Yep. If you didn't want to be on the show, just say you ain't want to be on the show.
Yeah, we ain't force him anyway, Cap. He was already pulling up anyway. So it wasn't like we was begging him or like we didn't need you on here. Like, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah, crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And he respect what we say and what we teach so much so that he went back and lied to his master. You know what I'm saying? Went back and lied to his master and told him we cussed him out.
Yeah, that ain't nothing but a lie right there.
Yeah, man. All right, let me see. I think I got. Yeah, this shit going slow as hell.
What's going on, Cap? What's going on? Smash out.
What's going on out?
Nothing much. Yeah.
All right, I'm getting this last one here. Hold on.
I got this stupid motherfucker.
I definitely gotta we gotta look up another I'm hearing some background noise.
All right, maybe
mute up.
Yeah, everybody mute until you ready to talk.
Yeah, I gotta mute it.
All right.
What you say? Peace and blessings. What are we talking about today?
Who said
that? His name is Hughes Nathaniel 44. He asked, what are we talking about today?
44. We're talking about integration and how horrible of an idea it was. And we're gonna be talking about how heathens repeat themselves. You know how they're saying where it said history repeats itself? Heathens repeat themselves. All right. And we finna go ahead and get it started. I'm gonna play this clip and then I'm gonna have you start reading that that story real quick. We got Officer Halak Aman in the building. Shalom, Mark.
Hey, Shalom, Shabbatah.
We got Shalom, Adawanyam, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shabbatah. Good to see y'all.
Damn right.
Damn right.
Brother. We got the sister Felicia Gray in the building, holding it down with the sis. Yahweh Shemal, Yahweh Shah. And then we got Win 144K on TikTok. He says, "Do I believe in the chip?" Are you talking about the chip that's got everybody scared? You know what I'm saying? Because Negroes now they scared of the chip, they scared of potato chips, They scared of any kind of chip. Okay.
Right.
Kind of shit. Do I believe in it? No, man. You know what I'm saying? No microchip is going to get inserted in you, and then you're gonna magically one day take me to your leader. You know what I'm saying? And then you're just gonna do all the evil things that the white man wants you to do. You already doing all of the evil things that the white man wants you to do. You already in his church, his Christian church, right? So you already got the mark of the beast. You already smoking his weed and his crack, selling his weed and his crack. You already got the mark of the beast. You understand? Right. Less children, you're gay, you're lesbian, you eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Yeah. You celebrate what's the holiday coming up on?
Father's Day, 4th of July.
You celebrate all of his holidays. You celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving. It's about giving toys to tots and all of that. You already got the mark of the beast. You understand? So that chip is nothing. The microchip is not the mark of the beast, man.
Hey, Cal, that sound like goddamn worse than a chip. All that shit you name, like goddamn, that chip ain't nothing. I'll just take the chip. If I can get rid of all that, Cal, I'll just take the chip.
Hey, look, what's crazy about this shit is they so terrified about this thing. Now just think about something, just for 1 second, right? Because I don't care either way. You understand? I don't give a damn if they're monitoring me, if they're following me. They're doing it anyway. They got all of these devices that they have that they can track you on. Right. You understand? They can track you if your phone, like commit a crime and somebody and they say, what's the phone number? The police can look up where you at. They can find your ass. They can see if you was in the area of the crime at the time because your phone gonna ping to a tower. You understand? They say, oh yeah, he was in proximity. He was right here in this area. Right. Then they gonna find your exact location and route. Come on, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's why you scared of a chip, then hey, I feel sorry for you. Lord be with you.
Hey Cap, you can't delete no phone history. They can pull up all you. I see on First 48. You know, the Negro try to throw the battery across the bridge and do all that. They gonna get the phone and bring up all the messages the nigga done deleted. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no getting away, man.
Look, they gonna get the phone out the water. They gonna dry that motherfucker out, and they gonna get all your data from that damn phone. They gonna get it. Yeah. Because see, here's the thing: all the information is not stored in the damn phone.
Right.
You understand? That's like the same with the computers. For you guys that like child porn and all that, got all that sick mess on your damn phone, it's still there.
That's right.
That's how they catching y'all ass. That's how they catching you, because guess what? The info ain't just in your phone. Yeah, you can delete it from the phone, but guess what? It's still there.
Yeah.
It's still there. So no better for you perverts to get caught, you know what I'm saying, with all of that. So hopefully that answers your question. When 144. All right.
We got Hughes Nathaniel. It's like it, sir.
One second. Hold on.
Okay, come on.
When 144, I just answered your question, dude. What are you listening? What's wrong with you? I just answered your question. No, I don't believe in no microchip. They got them, but it's not the mark of the beast. That's what I'm saying. So do they have a chip? Yeah, they got people getting chipped already. They might turn around, like when your child is born, if you have a child, right? You're not sitting there monitoring that baby 24/7. You know that they do take that baby in the back for a minute and say, oh, mom, we'll be back. Dad, we'll be right back. We're going to get a baby a bath and do this and do that. Give you a chance to take a break. You don't know if they putting a chip in that baby when they go in the back.
Yeah, right.
You understand? Guess what? Fuck them. Let them follow me. You're going to see that I serve the Lord. I got a bunch of businesses, a bunch of wives, a bunch of kids. You're going to see you're going to find out all my business. You're going to say, God damn, man. Damn. We can't keep up with him. Maybe we should leave him alone.
Right.
turn his chip off. This nigga doing way too goddamn much. We ain't got nobody to follow him around all week. God damn. You understand? That's what you gonna see me doing. You gonna see me serving the Lord. You understand? So hey, follow me around. I don't give a damn about no chip. I ain't scared of no goddamn chip at all. Right. You understand? And for you brothers and sisters that's out there that are, man, you need to come in here and learn. Okay? Because the chip is not the mark of the beast. You already got the mark of the beast. You already got it. All right, go ahead, Marshawn.
Now what I was gonna say, I don't want what was it? Hughes Nathaniel 44 said he's gonna wait for the question part of the stream. Brother, you can ask questions anytime. That's what this is for. You ain't gotta wait to the end. You ain't gotta wait for none of that. If you got any questions, go ahead and ask and we'll address it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can ask questions. Ain't no sweat. Yeah, you can always type your questions in. All right.
You got Autumn down there at the bottom. I don't know if you want to entertain him or not, but
not right now. He got to turn that camera on, and he got to be talking about something. Type in the chat and ask him what he talking about. What do you want to talk about right now?
Okay, come on, sir. I got you.
Yep. So, you got that article for me? Pull it up.
Come on, sir. I got to pull it up.
Let me play the video real quick.
Okay,
come on. Read from that article.
All right, come on, sir.
Give me 2 seconds. Because heathens repeat themselves, and we're going to show you just how. All right? We're going to show you how these heathens repeat themselves. Not this.
Yeah, he ain't talking about that. Yeah, he ain't talking about that. I went on and kicked him. He ain't talking about that.
I mean, you ain't got to kick him. He can stay in there, but you know. Hold on. Where's my video I'm looking for? Okay, hold on 1 second. All right. I think I got it. There you go. Okay, now we got it.
Okay, come on.
All right, y'all can see the video?
Come on.
Okay, very cool. And for everybody that's on the TikTok, on the Clapper, on the fan base, y'all can go over to ISUPK St. Louis, go to YouTube, and you can go to Sharpness Sword Radio or ISUPK St. Louis. Right, and we got the link in the chat where you can come on stage. If you have any questions in the comments, whether you're for us or against us, it don't matter. All right, and if you want to comment on the topic or whatever it is, all right, we can have that discussion either way. Okay, but here we go. Let me play this real quick.
This grainy security camera videotape graphically depicts the last few moments of 15-year-old Latasha Harlan's life.
Store owner Soonja Du thought 15-year-old Latasha Harlan's was going to steal some orange juice.
She had the money in her hand. You can see the money in the videotape. And the suspect grabbed the backpack, and there became a physical altercation over the backpack. And as our victim turned to walk away from the scene, the suspect raised a weapon and shot the victim in the back of the head.
Latasha was an A student, honor roll student. She got money every week for her allowance, so she did not have to steal orange juice.
The store clerk, a Korean woman, is now in jail. The black community is outraged over the killing. The NAACP is demanding the clerk be tried for murder.
Stop killing our children! We want justice!
The court please read the verdict. Title of court and cause. We, the jury, in the above-entitled action, find the defendant, Soonja Du, guilty of voluntary manslaughter in violation of Penal Code Section 192A.
Now check what this judge is about to say about this damn heathen. Pay attention.
It is not a time for rhetoric.
Now, first off, now look at how they're doing, the victims, right? Every black person in every black community, you understand, is the victim. Okay? This baby, number one, she was the victim here. She got assaulted. She got attacked by this Korean woman, right? That she thought was going to steal some juice. When she's at the counter with the juice and the money in her hand to pay for the goddamn juice.
Damn.
Now, I know Chinese people and Korean people are stupid. I know their eyes are slanted. They can't see. They can't walk. They can't talk. I know
can't drive, Cap. They can't drive either, Cap. Don't forget that.
They can't do nothing. I know they retarded as hell, right? But I know you don't think that this person that's at your counter is about to steal when they're standing there ready to pay for it. You can't be this goddamn stupid. But listen to this white judge, right? This is what all white people want you to do. Whenever you open your big black mouth and start complaining, it's not time for rhetoric. Oh, this is not the time. And you know what the rhetoric was? The sisters were saying, they were screaming. The brothers were saying, I'm going to go back a little bit. They were saying, stop killing our children. That's what they were saying. That's what they were saying.
Salaki Cap, can you check your microphone? Because your voice kind of going, your volume level is kind of going up and down. Salaki, sir.
What about now?
Can you maybe you check the connection?
Let me see something. Hold on one second.
Before it was loud and clear, but now it seems like it's a little lower.
It's low.
Okay, what about now?
That's perfect, sir.
All right, Most High Christ, the water warrior.
No sweat, sir.
I just said, I think we all can agree that motherfuckers was sitting on the internet.
Hold on.
About race.
Look, hey, Marsha, I forgot I was on Clubhouse here.
Oh, you ain't go.
I forgot I was on Club. They was talking about my topic too. They was talking about Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, damn.
Going in, and they had a devil come in there. And at first, the brothers and the sisters, they was trying to shut me up because I got on her head. I said, "Man, what does any of this have to do with Carmelo Anthony? What are you talking about? Why are you trying to center yourself?" You know what I mean? Oh man! And then some of the folks in the chat was understanding what I was saying. They say, "Oh, this is a distraction," because she ain't even talking. This lady talking about some white woman in her area, in her community, that was driving fast and was about to run a stop sign, about to hit people, and she tried to compare that. Lady, what does this? Who even cares?
Right.
You understand? We don't care about driving, Miss Daisy. Can't none of y'all drive. You know?
Right.
But then the sister muted me up. She said, "Hold on, Cap, let me handle this." And she heard it. She caught on to it, and she started wearing in on that devil, boy. You understand? Right. She started wearing in on that devil about that whole situation. And then she ran off out the room. Look, ran the white woman out of the room, and she went and made her own room.
Damn.
Got her up out of there. But look, this listen to this white judge though. Because she's trying to condition brothers and sisters to do what. Hey, you're too loud now. You're too loud. But use your inside voice. Don't be screaming. Don't be angry. You understand? We ain't supposed to be angry about nothing, man. Any and everything that has happened to us, we are supposed to just grin and bear it. We just supposed to take it on the chin and don't say nothing. Don't be angry. Don't be upset. Don't speak out about it. You understand? We ain't supposed to do nothing. But the judge says this ain't the time for the rhetoric. Here is the rhetoric.
Stop killing our children. We want justice.
We want justice. Stop killing our children. And the first thing the white judge says to the victims in this case is, now is not the time for rhetoric. Are you ridiculous? You understand? Are you ridiculous? And yes, she is. But let's listen.
Would the court please read the verdict? The title of court and clause. We, the jury, through whatever time of action, find the defendant, Singh Jadu, guilty of voluntary manslaughter in violation of Penal Code Section 192A.
It is not a time for rhetoric, which serves no purpose other than to fuel the fire. It's like throwing gasoline on a fire that's already burning.
So now the fire got to be put out. Black folks' fire got to get put out. Is anybody paying attention to what's really going on here and what she's saying? This just fuels the fire that's already started. It's like it's no big deal to her.
Right.
This innocent child, and she was, matter of fact, she's from East St. Louis, and then she moved out to California. Right, her parents. She was from across the water, 10 minutes from here, 10 minutes from school. Right, 10, 15 minutes across the bridge. So this innocent baby, right? This innocent baby of ours is no longer. She could have been somebody great today. You understand? Right. I heard she was well off in her school, educated, smart, beautiful, all of that. She could have been something amazing. But this heathen took her life. All because she said she thought she was about to steal something. Now I'm standing in the line with the juice and some money in my hand. And you think that she's about to steal. Boy, I tell you, man. And you know something that DMG said on the last discussion that we had, and I'm starting to believe that D stands for dumb. Okay? Is DMG said that Martin Luther King's movement, right, was supposed to show everybody in the world that white people, look at how they're mistreating us. And somehow it was supposed to turn on a light switch, and then everybody just start treating us right. You know, that's what Martin Luther King retarded ass said. Martin Luther King said that he's going to show his oppressor how you're hurting my feelings. I'm going to be on the ground as you're stomping me and kicking me, screaming and yelling. Oh, it hurt. And then somehow, magically, while the damn oppressor got that big old foot about to go upside your head one more time, he's supposed to just stop midway and see you crying, see you hurting, and then say, whoa, wait a minute, what am I doing?
Right.
This is a human being, for Christ's sake. Why am I treating him like this? Let me stop. Boy, Martin Luther King had to be, I don't give a damn, that man had about 10 degrees. How many colleges he graduated from? 7? He was as smart as hell, but he was as dumb as a box of rocks.
Yeah, right.
To think that this man that has been forever unaliving you and oppressing you is going to one day say, you know what? They got their foot up in the air, about to go come down on you and say, pump the brakes. No, I shouldn't be doing this to him. He's a man. She's a woman. She's a black child. No, this is wrong. And the heathens, guess what? They joined in on it.
Right.
They joined in on it. They didn't see this and say, man, look at how white people are doing those black citizens of theirs. I can't believe that they're mistreating them this way. And then they turn around and say, you know what? We're going to treat you right. Don't worry. When we come in their establishment, instead of them say, oh, well, come. What they say? Hurry up and buy it.
It's a like if I could, Cap.
Go ahead, huh?
And just to add on to that, like white people, when they're getting mistreated and like in America and stuff like that, the first thing that they say, well, gosh darn it, I'm a taxpayer. Why am I being treated this way? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the first thing they jump to. You know what I'm saying? But when we try to say, hey, goddamn, well, you know, most Christians that we human beings too. Man,
Yeah.
no white people don't give a damn out there. And you pay taxes just like them. You know what I'm saying? But you can't use that one that they use. A lot, yes, sir.
No, you can't. You can't. Why? Because your skin too dark. You understand?
Right.
You got the wrong blood flowing through your veins. So here she is telling us to be quiet. Just shut your mouth, basically. Now is not the time for the rhetoric. You understand? It's going to stay the time for the rhetoric. Because guess what? We're constantly being mistreated. We are constantly going through this. Heathens repeat themselves, man. They don't stop. They haven't figured it out and gotten it right. They keep going. But let me play a little more.
It is my opinion that Mrs. Dew is not a danger to the community and that she is not going to reoffend. I know a criminal when I...
Did you hear that? She is not a danger to the black community, and she's not going to reoffend. Yes, the fuck she is. Yes, and yes to both of those. Because if you would turn around and unalive an innocent child, I definitely believe you would do it again. I definitely believe that you would do it again. What would stop you? Nothing stopped her from attacking that baby. She's trying to grab her backpack. Why are you grabbing her things when she's in your store to purchase the item from you? That's what she's there to do. She's standing in the line. She's there. Someone was in front of her. And she's standing right behind her. She could have easily took the opportunity while you ringing up somebody else to run out if that's what she was going to do.
Right.
But guess what? She wasn't raised like that. She wasn't that type of baby. You understand? Our children ain't like that. This child was there to purchase that item. And she got unalive. And now the white woman telling you, shut your mouth. Don't nobody want to hear all that justice mess.
Right.
Don't nobody want to hear all that. Stop killing your kids. Because this lady right here, she's not a danger to you. She's not a danger to you. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And yes, she was. She should have spent the rest of her damn life in jail. She should have got no, you know what? I don't see a criminal. That's what she's saying. That's what the judge is saying about this woman. I don't see a danger. This woman isn't a danger. She was trying to protect her business. That's what she was doing. Trying to protect her business from an innocent child that was trying to purchase an item.
Right.
You heard the detective. He said she had the money in her hand right along with the juice.
Right.
Nothing was in her bag for you to be snatching her bag. Her claim is she thought she was going to take it. That's what her claim was. She was thinking she was going to steal something. And you notice that they only do that to us. They only had this problem with us. They don't do that to nobody else, man. America, guess what? America is at odds with everybody. Donald Trump and Korea was throwing bombs back and forth with each other, right? But guess what? I did not see. I didn't see no Chinese person nowhere get unalive for no apparent reason in this country.
Right.
I didn't see them getting oppressed at the time to where they're throwing bombs back and forth with each other. I didn't hear on the news, Korean man racially profiled by police.
Right.
Unalive by police. Driving, walking, talking, and got unalive by police. I didn't see that. I don't see anyone oppressing them, even though they don't even like each other. They don't even like each other. And they still
sir.
The way that they treat us. Go ahead, Doc.
And that's real heavy that you say that, because America is at war with Iran.
Yeah.
So all these Iranian folks over here, shouldn't they be bopping them upside their damn head? Y'all at war. If you see an Iranian, in the grocery store, you and that white American, y'all should be going to war. Y'all at war. What are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? But no, they rather unalive an innocent black child. You know what I'm saying? It's a lock, sir.
Yeah, no, that's on point. Because guess what? When they started protesting here in St. Louis, right? No, that's on point. With the Palestinians. When they started protesting here, somebody need to mute up. I'm hearing an echo. Everybody mute up until it's time, until you're ready to talk. So when the Palestinians, right, when they started going to war, do you know all of the protests that they had here? Nobody drove a car through it. You know, like they do our protests. Now, I don't agree with them. Our people should not be out there protesting and marching in those streets, right? I don't agree with them. I would never do it. But still, those are innocent brothers and sisters that are expressing their gripe. You understand? They're this country, and a devil runs a car through the crowd several different times. Been doing it for the longest. Ain't stopped doing it.
Right.
Not one time did anyone bother those Palestinians. Not one time did anybody come with any threats and try to harm them. None of that. It's only us. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is because this hatred of theirs goes back way back, boy. All the way back to Genesis. When Jacob and Esau were born. That's the birth of the so-called black man and the so-called white man. And guess what? He's been hating us since then. The Bible says that they have a perpetual hatred, meaning continual. Y'all better listen to the men in the ISUPK about the Bible and about how to move in this place versus listening to Martin Luther King and any Christian behind him. Because Christians don't know the Bible. Christians don't actually believe in God. Christians won't actually follow the word. Because if they did, they would have known never to try to join together with this place. They would have known that. Living here is one thing, but joining them is another.
Damn right, sir. We got a comment out of one.
Go ahead.
From Hughes Nathaniel, he said, "If we want the white man to understand us, we must speak their language." In my view,
why do we have to want them to understand us? Why do we even give a damn about them understanding us? How about they just leave us the hell alone?
Right.
How about that? I don't want the white man to understand why I love fried chicken and watermelon. I don't give a damn what he thinks.
Right.
I don't need him to understand why we like gold teeth in our mouth. I don't need him to understand why we love rap music and R&B. I don't need him to know why we love thick ass women. I don't need him to know nothing about us, man. He ain't got to know nothing. He ain't got no shit. But what I do want him to do is keep his goddamn hands off my brothers and my sisters. Now that I do want him to understand how to control his goddamn self. I do want the heathens to understand how to control themselves when it comes to black people. Why can't they do that? Right. They don't have to have no understanding. They don't have to understand why we go to the club and kick it the way that we do. Why we love drinking margaritas and beer, and we love tacos and burritos. Right.
Taco Tuesdays and shit.
We love turkey legs and mac and cheese. You understand?
Oh God, sir.
And rice, not the ones from Popeyes, because they got the pork in it.
Right.
But I'm saying the clean kind, the ones that ain't got the pork in it. Why do they have to understand that, brother? That's a question. Why is it necessary for white people to understand us?
So, like, if I could, sir, he said, hold on. He said, they speak violence. We should speak the same thing. Then he said, I think you misunderstood my comment.
Well, maybe I did. Maybe I misunderstood you, brother. You know, and hopefully it was a simple misunderstanding, and then we can fix it and move forward together, right? So, but here's my thing, though. They do speak violence. We don't have to speak that. We're not a violent people, man. We've become violent being up under these oppressors.
Right.
That's what happened to us integrating with them. This is how we become violent. You know, before the black man wasn't doing all this ridiculous mess that he's doing now. Before we integrated, the black woman wasn't doing all of this ridiculous mess that she's doing now. It came once we integrated with these people. That's when our numbers started dwindling down.
That's like it, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, also called, it is what you're saying, just remind me, you know, especially with the Chinese, you know, we go all the way back to Menace to Society. And you know, they always had the Chinese in there. Yeah, hurry up and buy. So they've been painting this narrative, you know what I mean, about us, you know, to the heathens, you know what I mean, and the white man already, you know about us, but we have even bought into the narrative that he has painted for us. You know, we started to mimic those gangster films back then, and you know, we started to be the scapegoat, because you can't be the scapegoat if you don't fall into the narrative. But most of us, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, we have fell into the narrative, you know, but that's not really who we are. But they have made not only the heathens, but even ourselves believe that, you know, we are these types of people. And I think that's why that situation, you know, with that sister, man, you know what I'm saying, took place, unfortunately. And even though she wasn't even doing nothing wrong. Yeah,
absolutely. And we have played into it. You understand? We didn't fed into the system, and now the system has been destroying us since forever. All right, since we've integrated. Since what was that? 64? Since 1964. Okay, we've been turning around and playing into every single thing that they come up about. But they were saying before, right, that this is before integration, that black folks just was always, you know, starting trouble. Anytime they would say so, it was us starting the trouble. Okay, we were mad and angry about our mistreatment. Right. Matter of fact, give me that halakha, Precept King. Give me that scripture, the one about oppression maketh the wise man angry.
Come on, sir.
You know, give me that.
Cap, if I could add on to your point, sir.
Go ahead.
Just like the general, like you said, they always saying we starting trouble. I always remember General Hyman always bringing up, you know, my grandmother had to laugh in a laughing barrel. Like you couldn't even laugh in public. They, you know what I'm saying? They would just accuse us of starting something because we're laughing. Yeah, like that's how evil these people are, is to hate a laugh. Like that's supposed to be a joyful thing. That's supposed to be happy. You know, they'd hate to see us happy, sir. We have to laugh in a damn laughing barrel, sir.
No, my Shala. If you happy and you know it, clap your hands. That wasn't for you. That wasn't for you. Put your head in that damn bucket, and I bet not hear you chuckle. Right. You understand? No, that wasn't for us, man. We couldn't show no sign of enjoyment around these people, man.
Hey,
not none.
Salakia.
Go ahead,
That's a heavy point out of Wanyam, because we were denied the least pleasures. You know, I believe even at one while we were forbidden to eat vanilla ice cream.
Yeah. 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 We invented that white ice cream for white people. You know what I'm saying? No, we couldn't eat that. You're right. You ain't lying.
Too white, huh?
At one point, we could not even eat white ice cream. You understand? Like, but come on, man. These people are diabolical. You know, they are diabolical. All right. So, Mashallah, read that. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me play a little more. Let me see if she's saying any more about her, and then I'll let you read that article.
I see one. I know a person who presents a danger to the community when I see one.
She knows a person that is a danger to the community when she see one. That's what this devil said. You don't see that she was a complete danger to the black community and to that baby that turned around, got attacked, got assaulted by her, and then was ultimately unalived, shot in the back of the head because she thought she was about to steal something that she was standing there ready to pay for. You don't think that this person is a threat to the community? I beg to differ. And this is why we should have never joined these folks.
That's fact. I
hope Martin Luther King Jr. is rolling in that nasty ass grave of his, man. I hope he is rolling, man. You know how they do on the movies where your soul and your spirit get haunted. Hey, Shalom, where your soul and your spirit get haunted. You don't get no rest in these movies. I hope Martin Luther King ain't getting no goddamn rest right now. You understand? I hope the spirit of integration is chasing his ass and hunting him down right now.
Right.
You understand? Because look at what this caused, man. Look at what we have been going through since before integration and even after integration. This shit ain't got no better. It ain't got no better. And the only thing that slaves can think of is, well, we got jobs now. We got businesses. We can live in a nice house.
We got YouTube, Cap. We got YouTube.
We got YouTube. We got YouTube.
Yeah.
As if we wouldn't have had our own goddamn tube.
Right.
You understand? As if we wouldn't have had black tube. Like, come on, man. That they don't even want us in on that either. They constantly telling you what you can and cannot say. You got to shut your goddamn mouth. You can't say this. You can't say that. You understand? Like, come on, man. And then we happy about having some damn internet that we invented, that they stole, and they sell back to us. Come on, man. You can't that damn. I'm telling you, I really believe D in M and G stands for dumb. I really believe that. Because only somebody that's not smart, and the brother is highly intelligent. I give it to him, but he is not smart at all. He's just like Martin Luther King. He is not smart at all. He can't be. To think that it was a good idea to integrate with these people and now have the heathens in our neighborhood. And I mean, I can't wait to show the next video. Matter of fact, let me get up off of it. Let me finish this one and then we'll get to the next one.
When I don't, I treat that person as something other than that.
She don't see her as an animal. You understand? She don't see this woman as an animal. She is absolutely an animal. She unalived an innocent child, man. I don't care what my feelings are for these people and what, you know, I may feel personally and how I view them and, you know, all kinds of stuff. I never would just go up to any one of them and just do something to them just for no reason. I'm not going to falsely accuse you. I'm not going to see you if you're an adult or a child, right? Because you notice they don't never come in our stores. They don't patronize our businesses. But if they did, they'd have came in there. You know what they would have got when they came in our stores? They would have got some good treatment. They would have known what customer service was all about.
That's right.
Because they would have been able to walk around. They would have been able to get their items, and they would have been all right. Thank you, appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you later. We'll see you later.
Salaki, sir.
Next time when you get thirsty and need a juice, what you say?
No, I said Salaki. I'll rock when you get done, sir.
Okay, God. We'll see you on the next time when you need a bag of red hot riblets and a juice. We'll see you then. They would have got some good customer service. Not accused of trying to steal when they're standing there ready to pay. Like, come on, man. And this devil, this judge is saying this woman she's not a criminal. That's not her. No, she's not an animal. Yes, the hell she is. And that animal came out in full force on that baby, man, and unalived her while she was standing there. When the detective said he looked at the video and she had the money and the juice in her hand. Yep. She had none in her bag. She was not stealing any goddamn thing. Go ahead, Marshall. Oh, hold on. Let me.
Okay,
no. Go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say, sir, and she says that she's not a harm to a community. I mean, that was an execution style unaliving right there, man. To unalive that little girl in the back of the head. I looked up execution style, right, and this is exactly what happened. It says execution style. It says premeditation and intent. The unaliving is planned in advance, not a spontaneous act during a fight or chase. Close range shooting. The victim is typically positioned so the unaliver can fire at point blank range, often with one or few shots. Victim control. The unaliver has subdued or cornered the victim before firing, leaving no chance to escape or defend. So that's why she grabbed her book bag and she was up close. You know what I'm saying? And then she unalived it in the back of the head, sir. So that's exactly what an execution style unaliving is, sir. So like,
yeah. And see, she thought baby girl was a coward. You understand? She thought she was gonna do the Martin Luther King and start singing, "We shall overcome." Right. That's what she thought she was gonna do while she was being attacked. But she defended herself like she should have. You understand? Like she should have. And she had this on her mind. She had this plan.
Right.
You understand? For her to take that gun of hers and shoot that baby in the back of the head. That was horrible to look at, man.
That's crazy.
That was horrible to even see. Just some few seconds. Just some few seconds of her being attacked. And then her being unalived by this heathen, man. You understand? Now, here's more rhetoric that the white judge said that she don't want to hear. Let me play a little more.
Get away with murder.
I damn sure hope so, that there would be all the hell in the black community.
Somebody would care.
Stand up and see this insanity for exactly what it is. Black people once again being unjustly treated by this.
Now, this is in 1991, right? This is well after the civil rights movement. DMG said Martin Luther King, we've advanced. He said we have advanced. Did you hear the brother? The brother said, once again, here we go, going through it again. Once again, here it is again. One of our children, one of our people, unalive, and then the other people get away with it. You heard? This is the rhetoric that the white judge said she didn't want to hear.
Since we don't pick cotton anymore and cut sugar cane, our lives is not worth anything.
This grainy.
So that's it on that. Marshall, read a little bit of that article for me.
Come on, sir. It says, Latasha Harlins unalived. Latasha Harlins was a 15-year-old African-American girl who was shot and unalived over a $1.79 bottle of orange juice in a liquor store in South Central Los Angeles on March 16, 1991. The incident involved a confrontation with the store owner, Soon Da Ju, a Korean woman, who shot Harlan in the back of the head, and the act was captured on security video. This event occurred shortly after the beating of Rodney King by police.
Now watch what's about to drop next. Keep going.
Come on, intensifying existing racial tensions between African Americans and Korean Americans in the area.
Now, y'all know what happened with Rodney King, right? Rodney King was a brother that was supposed to have been drunk and high, and the police, they almost unalived him.
Come.
Beat this brother to a pulp damn near. So we already going through that. Now we going through this. And countless other situations. It just hasn't stopped. Like, I really want to understand. I would love to believe DMG when he said that we benefited from civil rights. Because if the thing was for us to join America and then we be all right. I would love for it to be all right. I would love for that.
Yeah.
But it ain't all right. Nowhere has it been all right. I don't give a damn what state we in, what city we in. It has not been all right.
That's right.
And it ain't gonna be all right. The thing that's gonna make it right is for us to separate from these people.
Yeah, right.
That's what's gonna make it all right. Like what we were before, and we should have stayed that way. And I got some more videos to play and prove it.
I got a precept, Cap.
Con, 1 second up. Go ahead, Masha.
Come on, sir. It says during the trial, Harlan's family faced dismissive remarks from the presiding judge, who suggested that the
hold on. During the trial, Harlan's family, this is the victim's family, received dismissive remarks. They dismissing the fact that this baby was innocent, that she was accused of about to steal something when she had the money in her hand to pay for it. You understand? And wait till they tell you the kind of remarks the family received. It's about to say it. And this is why I say to hell with Martin Luther King Jr. and anybody that supported joining together with these people. Because listen to this remark that they received. Go ahead, Marshall.
Come on, sir. It says, who suggested that the tragedy...
Now, wait a minute. Hold on. It said, I'm sorry, I cut you off in the middle of that. It said that during the trial, Harlan's family faced dismissive remarks from the presiding judge, that white woman that we just heard say that she's not a threat to the black community. She's not she's not going to reoffend. I know a person that's going to reoffend. And this is not one of them. She's not a threat. Even though she just unalived an innocent baby, she's not a threat. But what are you all worried about? Dismissive remarks. Now check this out, my Charlotte. Read that last line for me, brother.
Khan. It said, who suggested that the tragedy could have been avoided if Harlan's had not entered the store?
Do you hear this white bitch?
Dang.
The white judge blamed the innocent victim and said, hey, if she just wouldn't have went in there, it wouldn't have happened to her.
Damn.
And somehow DMG said that being here in America was a great idea. To where even when it comes to the Koreans, they don't see nothing wrong with them unaliving us. You damn sure don't see nothing wrong with the white man unaliving us. Now when it's the Koreans' turn, oh man, if you hadn't went in the store to buy a juice because you're thirsty, this wouldn't have happened to you.
Right. That's crazy.
Right along with the other remarks showing no type of compassion for the victims. You understand? They just lost their damn child for no apparent reason. Like her mother said, she wasn't no thief. She gets allowance every week. She has money. And we ain't raised her like that. She went in there to purchase that juice. As the white detective said, no, she was standing there with the money in her hand right along with that juice. No, she wasn't stealing. She wasn't stealing at all. But the Korean woman said she was about to steal. Okay,
yeah, that's
what she said, and tried to snatch her bag from her because she said she was about to steal. As she was standing there about to pay.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead, Marsha.
Now, it's like if I could, sir, and just to add on that, like, you know, these Christians have to understand that this is the harm in teaching God loves everybody and letting these heathens come into our neighborhoods, sir. Yes. Like, this is the harm that happens to our people. This is why the Most High tells us to separate from these people. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll never have love for us. They'll never care about our old. They'll never care about our young. They'll never do that. So they should not even be in our communities at all, man. When you go in your community, you should look around and see your own people, your own stores.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of every store you go to, you know what I'm saying, it's a heathen in your community, and they're thinking you stealing $1.79 bottle of juice or water. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of this.
Right, mashallah. Anytime we go in an establishment in our community, it should be, hey, Aunt Bertha.
Right.
Hey, Uncle Jeff Bro. You understand?
Right.
That's what it should not know. Abdul and Kali and what Su Young and all these people that we get mistreated by. You understand? And this is the part where the heathens repeat themselves. You understand? Now, I'm gonna play this video real quick about the brother. What's his name, Mashallah?
Who was that?
Belton. What's his
Belton?
name?
Oh, Cyrus Carmack Belton.
Yeah, I keep getting the Carmen and Cyrus.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Cyrus Carmack Belton, another innocent child. I'm finna run through these videos real quick so we can get to the others.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So let me play this one real quick.
Was chased, shot, and killed by convenience store owner Rick Chow. It began with...
Now, watch Su Young in this video. Watch her do him the same way that baby was done, Latasha Harlan. That the white judge said she should have never went in the store. It wouldn't have happened to her. Like, that was insane, and that was cold, and that was heartless, man. You understand? To say to the families, the victim's family, right? This baby was innocent. And this shows you that this place has no compassion. They are never going to understand your pain. That's why I said Martin Luther King was truly not smart for him thinking that your oppressor is going to see what you're going through and how you suffering, and then one day change his mind about hurting you and harming you. To where he's going to get his act together after realizing that me punching you in the head is hurting you. You're crying. You're bleeding, for Christ's sake. Let me stop. No, he's never going to see that. And the heathens are never going to see it either. All right? So watch what Su Young does to him.
Iris walking into the Park Lane Road convenience store. He is immediately stopped by the store owner's wife, Alice Chow, and told to put his backpack on the ice cream case.
Okay, now, that has been in stores everywhere, right? When a child that's younger than 18, right, is unaccompanied by an adult, they say, hey, leave your bags by the door. No problem. He set the bag, he took a book bag off, put it by the door. No problem.
He then walks around the store for a bit.
And you see the first thing she did is following him around. You see her? Soon as he went to the right, she went to the right. Then once he walked down the aisle, she turns around and does this. Watch it.
Alice Chow watches Cyrus closely and follows.
See how she came out there? She's following him around the store, man. Watch it.
Him toward the back of the store while keeping her distance. He eventually makes his way towards the water cooler, where he proceeds to take out 4 bottles of water. He then immediately puts all 4 bottles of water back into the cooler.
Watch this.
When he starts to walk away, she...
Right there behind him. That's why he put the goddamn water back. Because he realizes that, hey, I'm being stalked. I'm being followed around the goddamn store. She's right there. She right there. You know what they got in convenience stores? We used to have one. Of my daddy owned a gas station out in North, right? We had what I call the great button. You understand? To where if anybody was stealing out of the store, I did it several times, to a whole bunch of niggas and a whole bunch of bras, right? That was stealing out the store. I hit the great button on them. Mm-hmm. And you know what that would do? That would set off the magnet and make that goddamn door impossible for you to open.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I would do? We had the glass to protect us. I came from behind the glass on my brothers and my sons. Put that shit back, man, and get out of here. You understand? I ain't go out there with a gun. I keep a gun always. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't go out there with my pistol and unalive them, shoot them, get into an argument. I said, man, put that shit back. You know you ain't supposed to be in here stealing. And you know what they did? Put that shit back and got out the store. That's what they did. This is why we need to have our own businesses in our communities. This is why we need to deal with our own people.
That's right.
You understand? Because guess what? It ain't. I ain't trying to have you go to jail for no bag of chips and no soda.
Right.
That's all they was stealing was petty shit. I will buy you that. My daddy and my auntie, mine used to manage the store. She used to run it. They used to give away more sodas and chips and snacks and shit that they bought. Anybody would come in there wanting something, especially little kids. You understand? My daddy and my auntie, boy, they were, oh, that's your, how old is that baby? Here, get that baby what they want.
Yeah,
and the baby picking up every damn thing. And guess what? Walk out of there, I'm like, damn, I'm the son, and y'all make me buy my shit. You understand? I'm the son, and they making me pay. Why I can't get no red hot rippers? You understand? Why I can't get a goddamn Arizona tea? You know what I'm saying? But the baby get to walk around and get everything they want out the store. Got a whole big old bag. I'm jealous now. You understand? Because here I am, the son, and they won't give me a goddamn sucker. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? But that's how it goes. Our people, we need to deal with our people, and that's it. You understand? We need to have our businesses in our communities, and that's it. Yeah. But here she go, walking him around the store, standing right behind him. Mm-hmm. That's why he put the stuff back. He realized, man, this lady watching me, walking me around. Man, let me put this stuff back and get out of here.
All right. So like I could, Cap, before you finish playing it, we got questions. We got two questions about Nate. I can wait till you play the video, but I just want to let you know we got two questions that we can address when you finish.
God, no sweat.
All right, oh God.
Questions him about the water. Andy Chow, the store owner's son, can be.
As she was right there behind him, I know you saw him put the waters back.
Right.
She still questioned him about the water. As you see the young man put it back.
Heard asking if he has one in his pocket. Cyrus opens his sweatshirt, showing he does not have the water on him.
He's right there. I don't have no water in my pocket.
Cyrus then.
Do you see this?
Damn.
The son is right there at the counter asking him, do you got anything in your pocket? The wife standing there looking him up and down. You saw him put it back. You were standing right behind him. But that wasn't good enough. The same way it wasn't good enough for Latasha Harlins to be standing there waiting to pay for her items. It wasn't good enough for him to be able to stand there and pay for his items either. They accused him of stealing something. When he put it back, he realized he was being watched like a hawk and put it back.
Right.
And now he's walking out of the store. Now watch this.
Grabs his backpack and calmly walks out the door. Then Andy and Rick Chow decide to chase him.
Now why are you chasing him? Why are you even chasing him? When you let him go, you realize he ain't had nothing. You saw it. He's shaking his hoodie right there in front of you. You would have known if a bottle of water was in that pocket.
Right.
You understand? You would have seen if something was under because he raised it up. If he had to slip something down in his pants. But he didn't do that. He didn't steal anything. He put it back. And the wife is standing right there. These are just three hateful heathens, man. That hate the very people that's making them rich. Mm-hmm. We have been making them rich ever since they moved into our community. They turn around and sell us our snacks, our chicken wings, rice, fried rice. You understand? The vegetable egg roll. Notice I ain't naming no pork because we ain't supposed to be buying no pork. You understand? So I ain't naming nothing pork. I ain't naming no shrimp fried rice because you ain't supposed to be eating it. You understand? But the plain fried, the chicken fried, the beef fried, okay? And until they make turkey fried rice, you can forget about it. Okay?
Damn.
But guess what? They have been selling us our items.
Man, that shit sound good as hell, Cap.
I'm telling you. So look,
Salakia, sir.
go ahead.
Come. Yeah, you got me thinking, like, cause I remember, growing up, I didn't really realize at the time, but by you talking, it pricked my mind. We had like 2 corner stores, in a particular neighborhood, and they was black owned. And now both of them stores are closed, but all surrounding now, you got them heathens, they running everything, and they done started off. I mentioned it before, with one convenience store, then turned them into 8. They put a number by each store that they get, they're letting you know how many they have now. They went from 1 to 8 of them, right? All throughout the city in different, black areas. Now they kids running it. They done not only stole, the store in the community, they also stole identity. The kids be acting black, talking like they are, one of us, and all of these types of things, man. And it's like, I know how people lost that revolutionary spirit, because like somebody should be telling them, the Christian churches, we got about 7 of them in that area, should be letting them know, hey, stop buying from these people, and figuring out a way that we could get our own stores back in these communities, and we making these people rich. And like you say, they disrespectful to us as well, they make a joke out of us, and make fun of us, all of these different types, but we constantly keep going back, and it never allows us to think. And black restaurants don't last long, but these heathen nail shops, the weave shops, the convenience stores, they've been there for over 2 decades now. We don't have a mind or a spirit to say, you know what, y'all can't eat out here. Like we'll tell each other we can't eat out in the neighborhood, but won't tell them. I hear.
Right, God, that's a fact, and it's time. You understand? And this is why the ISUPK will never stop teaching the truth to our people about nothing that we teach, as far as the Bible, how to operate and move around and with these heathens. You understand? In this society, none of that. We are going to tell our people the truth, because guess what? That's what's going to wake you up. Is you being told the truth. We absolutely should. We can't count on. I get what you're saying, Call. We can't count on them preachers to tell nobody shit. Nothing but God loves everybody. That's all we can count on them to say. When in the hell is everybody gonna show us some love? You understand? We're always forced and taught that we got to love everybody.
Right.
Everybody is not taught to love us. They don't go to the Chinese and say, hey man, you should have loved little Cyrus Belton, man. What are you doing? God said you're supposed to love him, not unalive him as he's running out your store. Well, matter of fact, not while he's running out your store, but he walked out the store. And then he walked, chasing him. So then he started running. Because why in the hell are you chasing him? He's trying to get away from you. And he hadn't even committed a crime. You don't even have a reason to pursue him, because the mother was standing behind, walking up and down the aisle, standing right behind him. So she knew he didn't put nothing in his pocket. For the son, you questioning him, drilling him. And then here come your retarded ass daddy. What's going on? What? And then now y'all want to go hunt him down.
It's a lot about good, sir.
Go ahead, Doc.
It's a lot about good. That's heavy what you bring out of one, because our people are so destroyed. Like, you hear all these stories where they make their own brothers. You got to check in when you come into my hood. You come to my neighborhood. You got to check in. Won't you make these goddamn Korean, Chinese motherfuckers check in? Won't you make the white man check in? You know what I'm saying? Won't you make these folks check in? You know what I'm saying? When they come into these Africans come in and scamming every damn body. Why don't you make them check in? But you want to make your own brothers and sisters check in like you some big tough guy. You know what I'm saying? So Salakia, sir.
Right, God, that's it. They don't make nobody check in. They welcome them. Hey, Abdul, man, Abdul, cool in the mud, man. I like Khalid, he cool. No, they not. None of them are cool.
Right.
None of them are cool, man. But let's play this one. Let me get through these videos, and then we'll get them questions.
Okay, come on.
Cyrus starts running, losing a shoe in the process. Moments later, he is shot dead by Rick Chow. This was moments before.
All right, now let me play the next one. Now this the trial right here. This is crazy. Look at this retarded ass son of his. He need to be slapped.
Oh, they must have clipped you, Cap.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Oh, damn.
So soon as you got to talking, boy, when you got done, they clipped.
Oh, damn. That's a lie, sir.
Hey, I ain't worried about it. We'll upload the video.
I guess they just clipped me too.
Yeah, we ain't worried about that. Go ahead. Hold on. Let me play the video.
I'm not sure why he ran.
Did he ever stop and ask to shake your hand?
No, sir.
Did he ever run towards you?
No, sir.
Okay. He was running away from you, right, Andy?
I can't speak for him.
What?
Was he running towards you?
No, sir.
Was he running away from you? It's not a hard question.
I guess not to me, yes, sir.
He was trying to get away from where you were, correct?
Could be.
It could be.
Listen to this retard.
You and your dad are yelling at him and running after him.
I did not. Outside of the store, I did not yell at him.
You yelled at him in the store.
Well, I called out to him, hey.
And your dad yelled to him when he got out of the store.
And my dad called out hey to him. Yes.
And he ran away from you.
Okay, yes, sir.
I'm asking you. This is your chance to answer my questions. And they're not hard, are they? He ran away from you and your father, did he not?
He did run away from me.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
At any point,
this is when he's trying to play. Me no speak English. You understand? He's trying to act like he's retarded. He actually is. But he's trying to act like he don't understand. And I do not understand for the life of me how he was even his father, after hearing this dude testify, how the father was even acquitted. You understand? I don't even get it.
Right.
Turn and engage with you. You understand that word?
He did not.
Okay. At any point, did he stop and turn towards your dad and pull out a gun in the store?
Towards my dad, no, sir.
Did he do that to you in the store?
No, sir.
Did he do that when y'all chased him into Spring Tree? Did he turn around before y'all left the parking lot and point a gun at you?
No, sir.
But you continued to chase him, though, didn't you? And you actually called up to him you called up to him twice, is what you said in your statement, roadside, right?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean? What was the first time you called up with him?
I'm not completely sure.
Okay. So you catch up with him, and then he keeps going, and then he falls.
He said he called up to him twice, but he ain't sure what that even mean. Like this was crazy, man. I really hate that this system that Martin Luther King Jr. thought that it was a good idea for us to integrate with this system, and that one day we will be judged by the contents of our character and not the color of our skin. You understand? When you clearly see that we are constantly being judged by the color of our skin, they don't even give a damn about the contents of our character. They didn't care about the contents of little 15-year-old Latasha Harlan's character as she was standing there, you understand, waiting to pay for her items. They didn't care about this brother's contents of his character when he put the items back once he saw that he was being followed around like a damn hawk, and then turned around and walked out of the store and then get chased by them.
Right. And
then ultimately got unalived by these people.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
And you catch up with him again, and that's when the gun thing happens, right?
Yes, sir. He pointed the gun at me.
Okay. And you said he fell, he took 1 to 2 steps after he got shot and fell down?
Yes, sir. Or, yeah, he kind of ducks to the ground and stays on the ground.
Okay. But you testified he took 1 to 2 steps after he was shot and fell to the ground?
Yes, sir.
So he lied. Right. Now check this part out. Listen to this
one. Something is in his hand. I'm not sure what it is yet. But as he starts to get up, I see that it's a gun, and he points it at me. So I immediately put my hands up. I start to back away from him quickly, and then I yell, "He has a gun!" And then I turn to my dad, who's coming up behind us, and I yell at him again, "He has a gun!" And I'm still backing up, and I watch my dad, and I watch him yell, "Drop it, drop it," and he yells no, and then pulls his gun and fires one shot. And so after the shot, I turn and I look at him, and I see he takes 1 or 2 steps, drops his gun in front of him, and then ducks to the ground and stays on the ground. And so I start to go to him slowly, and I see my dad coming on my left side. And when we get to him, my dad, he picks up young man's gun, and he tosses it to the side further away. And then I checked to see if he got hit by the shot, because I thought my dad actually missed. And so I check it, and I see there's a bullet hole in the hoodie. And then I pull up his hoodie, and I see there's a wound in the back right, on his back right side of his back. And then my dad immediately grabs his hoodie and applies pressure to the wound, and then starts to call the police. And then I look back down at him, and he's unresponsive. So we flip him over onto his back, and my dad immediately starts chest compressions. And
now, first, how is he pointing a gun at you and you shoot him in the back?
Right.
He got shot in the back. You had to turn him. Oh, you say he ducks to the ground. No, you shot him in the damn back, so he falls to the ground as he was running. And then you had to turn him over. You checked the wound in his back and saw that there is a wound and there's a hole in his back. And then you turned him over. So how can he possibly be pointing a gun at you and he wasn't shot in his chest, in his stomach? You understand?
Right.
Somewhere from the front.
That's right.
Versus being shot in the back. Because if he was pointing a gun at you and you shoot him, facing, because him and the father is running from the same direction and they're chasing behind him. You understand? So as they're running towards him, you know, they had to have did exactly what he just explained, which was shot him in the back.
Right.
That's where he shot him at. Then he turned him. He ain't pointing no gun at you. Why wouldn't he point the gun? If that was his intention, was to point the gun, why he ain't do it right there at the store? Why would he start running? Why wouldn't he tell y'all, hey, back up? Back up, because I got this gun. He's running away from you. He clearly does not want an altercation.
That's right. That's right, Captain.
Because he's running away. You already followed him around the store, made him feel extremely uncomfortable. So he put the shit back and got out of there.
Yeah.
And now retard is saying, well, I don't know if he was running away from you. You had to ask him. You stupid bastard. Your daddy killed him. How the fuck we gonna ask him anything?
Right. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Dang.
And like I said, I don't see how this the brother even took this case. And I don't even see how they got off on this. I don't see how he got acquitted of nothing. Should be charged with that. But guess what? When it's us, you heard the last judge. I don't see a threat to the community. I don't see a reoffender. Well, guess what? Heathens are reoffenders. Wait till you hear the clip about Rick Child, about his murderous ass daddy. Wait till you hear it.
he yells to me to call 911. And so I start to dial 911.
So first his daddy was calling the 911. Now his daddy yelled at him to call the 911. Which one is it? Dumb child. You understand? Which one is it? Like, come on, man. Like I said, I can't believe that they got away with this, man. When there's so many holes in his story. Why, if your daddy on the phone calling him, why he gonna tell you to call him? If he already on the phone, call him. Y'all heard it a second ago, didn't you? That's what he said. He said his daddy began to call 911. Now his daddy say, call 911. Like, come on, man. Let me play another one. Oh, let me finish.
And I see 3 women coming down from the parking lot. And I continue to talk to 911, and I see one of the ladies, she's hurrying over, she's taking her hoodie off, and she says she's a EMT.
That's just when she tried to rescue him or try to save his damn life. You understand? The life that they just took. You know, a sister damn helped try to save his goddamn life. That's a damn shame when they shouldn't have had to go through that. You know what I mean? But check this out. Here we go. Here's some of the sisters that witnessed this unaliving.
I see a young man running. I heard a pop sound, and my aunt looked and said, "What is that?" We saw the young man go down to the ground, and we saw the older man had a gun in his hand pointed in a gun stand.
You said you heard a pop. Did you recognize what that sound was?
Not at first until I seen him hit the ground.
Okay. And when you saw Cyrus hit the ground, what did you see anybody else doing at that time?
First, me and my aunt, we were just staring. We saw the older guy had his gun pointed still, and I believe his son was running behind him. He came to a stop as well.
You said the guy was holding the gun. Do you know who that guy was?
The store owner of the Shell gas station.
Okay. The man sitting over that table?
Yes.
Okay. After you realized that a shot happened, what did you guys do?
We stopped. My aunt said, "Jazz, he just shot that boy. You need to call the police." We're both about to call them. So we both put on our cell phones. We called. My aunt said, "I just want to make sure we're seeing what we see." So we drove out real slow, and we still see Cyrus on the ground. Looked like he was trying to push himself up, like how somebody's doing push-ups, but they're shaking really bad. And he propped back down on the ground, started banging on the ground like in pain.
So at that point, were you still sitting at this intersection that we have right up here, or were you moving?
We were moving real slow because we wanted to make sure we saw everything. And that's when I got on the phone with 911 and explained to them, like, "Hey, we just saw the gas station owner shoot a young boy." And then my aunt, she said, "We need to get out of here." So we drove up to an empty parking lot near where the old Columbia Mall is at. And 911 had me on hold for a long time. So we hung up and we called again.
Whenever you were driving by, did you see Mr. Chowers doing anything?
He was standing with his hands on his hips like he was trying to catch his breath.
Whenever you were pulling out, who did you see holding a gun?
Mr. Red.
Did you see Cyrus holding anything?
No. Look to the right, I see.
Witness say they ain't see him hold no gun. So the what's his name? Randy Child, Dumb Child? Dumb Child lied on the stand. You understand? He actually lied about that account. First off, you chased him for over a football field. That's quite excessive for a bottle of water. They asked him, "Do you have a water in your pocket?" They asked him, "Do he have a water in his pocket?" He said no, shook it, raised his sweater up, and then got out of there. And you chased him for over a football field. That's insane. That is insane. And that is extremely excessive for a bottle of water. Let me play this one, and then we'll get to the question.
Come on, sir.
acquitted, his store was vandalized by the local community, and police deployed a large number of personnel to protect it. The anger comes from the 2023 death of 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton, a black boy who walked into Chow's Shell gas station in Columbia, South Carolina. Workers believed he had stolen water, but surveillance video later showed Cyrus put the bottles back and did not do anything. Cyrus left the store, and Chow and his son chased him for about 130 yards. During the chase, Cyrus lost his shoe, dropped items, and fell several times. Prosecutors said a firearm fell from his pocket and that Chow shot him in the back while he was running away. Several witnesses said they did not see Cyrus point anything at anyone, but the defense argued that Cyrus pointed the weapon at Chow's son and Chow fired to protect him. The jury found Chow not guilty of murder. After the verdict, many people saw the decision as another failure to hold Chow responsible. That anger grew even more after people learned this was not his first shooting. In 2015, Chow fired 6 shots at a vehicle after a woman allegedly stole beer and peanuts. In 2018, he shot a man twice after an oven cleaner theft. Both cases were called self-defense, and he was not charged. Now Cyrus's family is still expected to continue a civil lawsuit. What do you think? After Rick Chow...
Listen, that sister had stole some beer and some peanuts. Sister, what you doing? Put that shit back. I'll buy you a beer. We can have a drink together. You understand? You ain't got to steal no beer from me. Don't do that. Come in here. Let me see. Let me turn around. Let me ring this person up for their gas. Get the beer you want. Get me one, and we'll have a drink. Not shoot in your car over no beer. Like the other sister said, our life ain't worth nothing because we ain't picking cotton no more. No, it ain't. Our life ain't nothing to these people, man. They could care less about our lives, about a black life. Black lives don't matter to nobody but black people, man. That's it. You understand? White lives don't care about black lives. Korean lives, Chinese lives, African lives, none of the lives care about black people lives. This is why we have to care about our own, man. You understand? Right. And then look, let me show you what they still doing. Let me show you what they still doing. Check this out. Watch this video. Watch this one.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You hear the problem? You hear the problem with the sister? She said, you put your hands on me. We supposed to be cool. Don't you see that these people are not cool?
Right.
Haven't you seen and heard of all of the evil that these people have done to us? And you still think you cool with them? And this man put his hands on you? Why are you putting your hands on your customers? If your customers have not assaulted you, why are you assaulting them?
Right.
They haven't given you the reason to defend yourself. And look, I looked up so many videos for this show right here, right? And it is countless videos of black women being assaulted by these Chinese and Korean folks, going into their nail salons, going into their beauty supplies. You understand? Trying to look good, but you're going in there and you're getting beat up, you're getting attacked, you're getting accused of stealing, all of that while you're in there. I said, God damn, this is a lot of videos. This is a lot of videos. And why do you still think that they cool? That's the problem. It's you want to be cool with them. Yeah, you are cool. In your mind, you are cool with them because you're cool with them.
Right.
But they ain't cool with you. That shit ain't reciprocated.
Because they let you slide by. Oh, it's like it's her.
You talking about we supposed to be cool. No, you cool. But he ain't. And he don't give a damn about that. Watch him tell her. Listen.
Yeah, y'all know that. You damn motherfucker don't. Y'all damn motherfucker don't.
Y'all can motherfucker go. Y'all can go ahead motherfucker go. He don't give a damn about no we cool. He said, y'all can motherfucker go. You know what I'm saying? That's what he cared about, him putting his hands on that sister that that she's sitting there pleading with him like, hey, we supposed to be cool. This is the problem. You not cool with, they not cool with you. They not cool with you. They don't want to be joined together with you. They don't want to be your friend. They don't like you the least bit. They don't love you at all. They don't care about your feelings. They don't give a damn. They want money. Give me money. And you can motherfucker go. That's all they want. Give me money and motherfucking go. Bounce.
Yo, you wrong. No, what I wrong for? Because you came to open the door. Yo, they there. Why the key in there? Let her come in. I'm going to cut her head out. She said the next time. All right. They know that. Fuck the next time. I saw today. No, they fuck the next time. Yeah, man. Look at that again. Word up. Shit. You want somebody to fuck him up. Go ahead on. Put that scared up. You ain't supposed to be scared. I'm scared. Look. Yeah, I'm scared like that. Come on, go. You fucked up on the internet. These people beat your ass. Go ahead on. That's what they want to see. You crazy. What the fuck y'all do me?
It sound like he cool. He said, what the fuck y'all do me? You understand? He said, yeah, I'm scared. Y'all ain't scared. What the fuck y'all do me? Come on, man. If black people don't get this shit through them thick, nappy ass heads of theirs, that these people could care less about us, that they don't give two fucks about us and our feelings when they unalive our innocent children. When here you are, you come in there, you cool to get your nails done, and then they go upside your damn head. And then he tell you, you can motherfucking go. What you gonna do to me? What you gonna do to me? And Martin Luther King thought he was gonna be able to fix this and shape this to where these people come in our community and take over all of our business, shut all our businesses down because everybody going to them now. You understand? They really thought that this something was gonna change, something was gonna get better for black people once we integrated with them. Are you retarded? Yes, Martin Luther King Jr. was retarded completely because nothing has changed. It's gotten worse. It's gotten worse, man. And these heathens don't care at all. They're never going to care. You're never going to do anything to make them care. They just don't. They just don't. So go ahead, Marshala, with the question.
Okay, come on, sir. We had Hughes Nathaniel 44 said, so how do we reconcile, put on the stage. So how do we reconcile Galatians 3:28 based on your stance of the integration?
Read 3:28. Read this one.
The book of Galatians, chapter 3 and verse 28. Mm-hmm. There is neither Jew nor Greek.
Stop right there. Jew nor Greek is talking about the same people. When you look it up, the Jews, the Greeks, those are the same people. You understand? Those are the Hellenized Jews. Those are the Israelites that spoke Greek and followed Grecian culture. You understand? That's who those are. So it's neither Jew nor Greek, meaning that there's no difference between us brothers and sisters. You understand? Keep going.
Oh God, there is neither bond nor free.
So whether you're free man or you're bond, right? There's no difference between Jews and Greeks. They're both Israelites. The point here is to say that we all family, right? If you got the Johnsons and the Hightowers, right? The Johnsons think they the shit. The Hightowers think they the shit. You understand? And guess what? They don't fool with each other. They don't fool with each other because both of them think they the shit. What's being explained here is you all are the same. We the same. We the same family. It don't matter if you way up here. It don't matter if one way down there. It don't matter if you own the business. It don't matter if I work for you. It don't matter if you rich and wealthy, upper class. It don't matter if I'm middle class. It don't matter if I'm poor. There's no difference between us. You understand? Keep going.
There is neither male nor female.
There's neither male nor female. Now, what the hell that mean? To what? Right. Ain't no more men and women now? You understand? What the hell are we? Hermaphrodites? You understand? What are we now? Transformers like what the white man and created. Everybody trainees now. There's neither male nor female. Guess what? We all family. We all brothers and sisters. That's what this is talking about. This is why I said specifically there's neither Jew nor Greek. It's homing right in on who it's talking about. It don't say that there's neither Jew nor Edomite.
But
there's neither Jew nor Moabite. There's neither Jew nor Hamite.
Right.
You understand? There's neither Jew nor Ishmaelite. It says there's neither Jew nor Greek. And you got to know who the Greeks are. You understand?
So like if I could, Cap.
Go ahead.
If you go, if you're going off that scripture, there's neither Jew or Greek, then those are the only ones that can be saved. Then, so like you said, no Edomites, no Chinese, no Arabs, no Ishmael, none of that.
Right.
It's neither Jew nor Greek. You know what I'm saying? So don't let that trip you up. Like Cap said, it's talking about the same people. So like,
damn right. Finish it up.
Come on, sir. It says, "For ye are all one in Jesus Christ, in Christ Jesus."
We are all one, man. We are all one. The Bible says that Christ came to save his people, not everybody. You understand? Your preachers lied to you. You reconcile the scriptures by coming and learning the truth under command in General Yohana. That's how you reconcile it. Because it said who it's talking about. Jews and Greeks. And when you turn around, you got the definition, Mashallah?
You want in the document? Okay.
Go ahead with the next one.
Come on. It says, he said, I agree when we need to stay far away from white folks, but how would a Christian reconcile this? What are your thoughts? So it was on the Galatians 3.
Christians ain't gonna reconcile it. They're going to turn around and go in the white community for more mistreatment. That's what they're going to do. They're going to go in with the idea that their reconciliation of those scriptures is God loves everybody. That's how they're going to reconcile it. They're going to say, hey, well, God created all people. That's how they reconcile it. When, yes, he did create all people. But guess what? He separated one people from all the others. So that's how Christians reconcile it. They go right in and say, you know what? Hey, God loves everybody. Same way they did Dylan Storm Roof.
Right. Oh, wait.
Dylan Storm Roof went in that church down there in South Carolina. Unalived 9 brothers and sisters. And the Christians went to his arraignment and said, Dylan, you hold on because Jesus loves you. You be okay. Everything's going to be all right. That's what they said. That's how Christians reconcile the scriptures. Well, how the hell are you telling the murderer of innocent people that God loved him? What's wrong with you? Christians are stupid.
Right.
Martin Luther King was stupid. All of his members were stupid. Everybody that pushed and followed that horrendous mess was stupid. It made absolutely no sense. So right here in the word, the Grecians, okay, it says in the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary, page 324, it says Grecia is Greece, the home of the Hellenes. Greeks and Grecians, however, are to be distinguished. They're not the same. You understand? One is the original white people, and the other is people that want to live and be like white people. Same problem we having today, right?
All right. Yeah.
And it says Greeks are generally those of Hellenic race. All right. And it says the Grecians were Greek-speaking Jews. The dispersion from areas predominantly Greek, and then it goes on and on and on, and it tells you right there that that's who they were. The Greeks were Greek-speaking Jews. Okay. And yeah, Vincent, we don't care nothing about color either.
Right.
Bloodline.
He thought he was doing something with that cow.
Doing something with that. It matters about the bloodline. Because guess what?
Right.
I got some family members, right? Matter of fact, my uncle and my auntie by my grandfather, right? My grandfather was a Judite. And he turned around and fathered 4 children by one woman. And 2 of them is extremely light and bright like they white. And 2 of them is extremely black, boy. Wesley Snipes black. You understand? So we don't care nothing about color. We don't care nothing about that. It's about the blood to us. All right.
All right, so, we got another comment, sir.
Okay,
from Sisters Felicia Gray. She said, from St. Louis, can we as the nation of Israelites, we got to move fast to come up with some solutions to help our people?
Well, you in the school, sis, we got the solutions. Commanding General Yohana been passing out the solutions since 1969. We ain't got to act fast. All our people got to do is just act right. That's all they got to do. You understand? Do the right thing. As you can see, the churches, they got full again. The churches after COVID-19, they abandoned their members. They abandoned you, closed and locked the doors because they didn't want to catch that cold you had. And they didn't want to get sick and die. So they locked the door, but they still urged you to put that money, run me my money, put that shit up under the door if you had to.
Right.
They were saying that. You understand? They was telling their members, run Jesus's money up under the door if you got to, even though the doors is locked. Just put the money under the door.
Right.
Okay. And then now, after they didn't, the scare is over. Okay, they back in church now, and they turn around, and now you filled up the seats again. That's the problem with our people. We're disobedient. Okay, so the ones that need to act fast are those that's outside of the ISUPK, because the time running out. As you can see, those prophecies are being fulfilled in them scriptures. The time is near. We real close. Okay, we are real close to our King returning. So we ain't got to act fast. All they got to do is just act right. And guess what? You got to drop the drugs. You got to drop the weed. You got to drop the crack. You got to drop the meth and the fentanyl. You got to drop whatever else you're getting high off of. You got to drop the pork and the shrimp. You understand? You got to drop the crab and the lobster that you love so damn much. Okay? I done seen some sisters, boy, eat the hell out that shrimp and them crab to where they looking like a damn shrimp and a crab. They look like them nasty ass things. You got to stop with the holidays. You got to stop celebrating the 4th of, oh my God, this holiday is the dumbest. For black people to celebrate America's independence when America ain't even gave us no independence.
Right.
They turned around in the 1964 Civil Rights Act. Their innocent brothers and sisters died, lost their lives for. They just reversed all that shit. They just took it all away. So what point was it for them to lose their life? For them to turn around and take everything that they claimed they was going to give us forever and then end it a few years later? That ain't even a long time. From 64 to 26, that's not that long. That is not that long, man. And now it's all over with. You ain't got no more right. They can discriminate. They can tell you, you know what, we don't want you in our business. No, you got to leave. And guess what you got to do? You got to leave the business.
Nope.
You got to leave. They don't give a fuck because, paying customer. You want to eat. You got money. They don't give a damn about we don't want you here. No shoes, no shirt, no service. You understand? Whatever the hell they come up with, you got to get out of their establishment. So what did it make? What difference did it make? Now we're gonna be back to square one. To where now we should have stayed in our community, been building up our businesses, doing our thing amongst our people. And matter of fact, let me get to it real quick. Let me pull these videos. Let me get some more to show you what we was doing in our communities, man. Yeah, we was doing bad. You understand? Our schools didn't have all, we had 20 students, but we only had 15 good books for them to read. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but guess what? those kids could have piled up at one table, and they could have all took turns. They could have had one that know how to read the best, read out the book for everybody else, and guess what? Everybody would have learned. Could have passed the book around and say, "Hey, look at this word right here, so y'all know how to spell it." You understand? Oh, there's a way. Where ain't that what they say, mashallah? Halakamah, where there's a will, there's a way. Yeah, where there's a will, there is a way. And now let me play this one first. I'm gonna play this one first real quick to show you how integration failed black people, man. How that marching mess and forcing yourself on white people was a huge mistake. Let me show you this. Let me show you the Georgia 12. Mashallah, I want you to go and see if you can find this location.
Okay, go on, sir.
I want to see if it's still there or if they didn't tore it down. Because some of these monuments is, you know, they didn't preserve. Some of these old buildings they didn't preserve. You know, historical sites and stuff like that. So check this out. Listen to this.
Can't even imagine what we went through.
People, the sister say you can't even imagine what we went through. That sister Light from DMG's channel brought up the Big Six. What about the Georgia 12?
Right.
You understand? While she worried about a bunch of sissies that's organizing these marches and these protests, what about Georgia 12?
You can't even imagine what we went through.
People in Americas and Sumter County has no idea what we went through because they didn't know. They did not know, and no one can talk about that stockade but these girls.
It wasn't that long ago, during the summer of 1963, where right outside of Americus, Georgia, parents were living a horrific nightmare. During the summer, there was a dozen of young African-American girls that just seemed to vanish. Some were as young as 12 years old. These girls weren't runaways, they hadn't been abducted, but they were taken by the police. During this time, Americus was a highly segregated area, and like many other areas in the South, they were going through the civil rights movement. It was during July of this year that 200 students gathered for a very peaceful protest against a movie theater that was segregated and whites only. The theater was Martin Theater, and although they gathered for a very peaceful protest, there was a mob of white youth that also showed up that weren't so peaceful. They first started out with threats, and then they began throwing punches and actually attacking the African-American youth who were there for the peaceful rally. And believe it or not, the cops were there and they just stood by and watched the other children get attacked. They did nothing. Once the chaos got out of hand, that's when the police started to intervene. And as you can imagine, they did not arrest the attackers. They arrested the peaceful protesters. The police separated the boys from the girls. There was no paperwork, there were no formal charges filed, and there were no phone calls made to anyone's parents. The police intentionally loaded the girls into a bus and then drove them off to a remote area that was rarely ever visited. They drove the girls to a concrete stock cave right near Leesburg, Georgia. It was officially called Leesburg Stockade, but in reality, it was just a dungeon. This was a single concrete room, roughly the size of a garage. There was no furniture, no bed, no mattresses, and there was a toilet, but it barely worked and constantly overflowed within this little square footage.
Nobody know where we are. We didn't even know where we were. So we were pushed in this dirty stockade, old stockade that had been closed down out soon for years and years with no facility, no bed, and no water, no commode, no running commode. We slept on the hard, cold cement floor.
When we got there, we were put in a sweat box overnight with a 12-year-old there. Can't understand it. You know, like you go to prison and what they call it when they put you in the hole? Right. That's what this was. It drained all the water from our bodies. And when we walked out, the floor was full. There was a puddle of water on the floor.
Only one guard, an older gentleman. We call him Pops. His last name we found out was Mr. Countryman, that wore beat-up overalls. One of the girls was so small that the guard would take her out.
He would take her over in the room with him and feed her. Sandra. Okay, Sandra. He would feed Sand and give her a little stuff, and she'd come back and share.
The girls slept on a concrete floor and they drank water from a rusted shower head that happened to drip intermittently. For a total of 45 days, this is where those girls were living. And during this 45 days, their parents were still searching for them with no word from the police at all. They barely gave the girls any food that was edible, and when they did, they intentionally gave them uncooked or almost raw meat. Windows were left open at night, so the mosquitoes swarmed in and just spit the girls up. At one point, for their own amusement, one of the guards threw a rattlesnake into the dungeon with the girls just to see them freak out. This wasn't meant to be a punishment or some type of law enforcement. This was psychological warfare. The girls may have been there indefinitely if it wasn't for one person. He happened to be a photographer named Danny Lyon. Danny was working for the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. After hearing rumors of where the girls might be, Danny decided to track down the stockade. He found the property and he stuck his camera lens right through the bars of the dungeon. That one photograph changed everything in that town. It showed Black girls standing behind these bars, very thin, very sickly looking, staring right back into the lens. It was clear that these girls had been imprisoned. Those images were published in Jet magazine and the Chicago Defender. The story exploded almost overnight. When it did, of course, the local authorities started to panic. Within days, they made plans to quietly release the girls from the dungeon. Now, here's the kicker. Once the girls were returned home, you would think, end of story. But it's not. It's much worse. The parents were then handed a bill from the state of Georgia, charging them $2 per day for every day those girls were held. The families were forced to pay for their daughter's own imprisonment. For decades, these girls have been known as the stolen girls. Because this happened in 1963, a lot of these girls are still alive. They've grown up, they've started families, and continue to live their lives. Their testimony is a reminder that history isn't always so ancient, and it happened within a single lifetime. Long after the bars of the Leesburg stockade were torn down, the damage still lives within these people. It's etched into the memories of the people of this town and also to the girls who are still living and survived it.
Now, DMG and the rest of his believers believe that we should have gone through this in order to have YouTube now. You know what I'm saying? To where we should have gone through that, in order to have a business now. Those little girls, they learned protesting and integration from Martin Luther King, and look at what they suffered trying to go somewhere where they were not wanted. And guess what? In Black communities, we had our own. We had our own stuff. We had our own entertainment. You understand? And we could have made our own entertainment. We could have came up and made things for our children to do.
Right.
You understand? We didn't have to force ourselves in their establishments. And then note that it's always a peaceful protest on our behalf, but it's never peaceful on the other end. Why don't they ever meet force with force? Ain't that what the white man say in his law? You can only meet force with force. So if these people are peacefully protesting, why don't you peacefully counter-protest? No. They came and brought the violence to some girls. Some boys jumped in on the violence to jump in on some Black girls. Like, the white man is a goddamn punk, man. He's a coward.
Right.
He's a coward. And here you are picking on someone that don't even want to fight with you. They actually want to get along with you and be your friend. They want to live next door to you. When Shaquita come out of her house, she could turn around and look at Timothy. Hey, Timothy, that's what she want to do. Hey, Karen. Hi. She don't want no beef. She wants to be your friend. And you don't want to be hers. And so you treat her this way. took them babies, feeding them raw meat. Toilet didn't work. Barely had anything. They left them there to die. Throwing rattlesnakes in there. The only way they had some water to drink because their faucet was leaking. The rusted faucet was leaking. That's the only way them babies had anything to drink. You know how sick they could have gotten? The sister said when the white man came with the camera, they was very sickly. They was very sickly, man. Like, this is insane. And this is what we got trying to join with America, trying to integrate, trying to be one with these people that hate us and been hating us since forever. Been hating us since forever, man. Let me play the next video.
Lock it, Cap.
Go ahead,
Our woolly hair made it more, made that concrete, you know, laying on that concrete. You know, probably, you know, made it a little more, what's the word? Like, tolerable, you know, for, you know, I know that sounds bad, you know, I'm just, you know, by them being girls that, you know, they got a lot of hair, you know, just think if it was, you know, if it was men, because there wasn't no mattresses in there, you know, they had to lay on that bare.
It wasn't nothing in there.
You know, but I'm just saying, you know,
they weren't able to tolerate that. The babies went through hell.
Sir.
They was literally in hell. I don't care if they had the biggest afro in the world. That shit wouldn't have comforted them in no type of way.
That concrete still was hard.
You're right. Hard. Like she said, they laying on it, and the damn concrete is drawing the fluid out their body. So they would get up, and the floor is damn wet. You understand? So they was in hell a lot. You know, them babies shouldn't even went through that.
You're right. That's a fact.
But because of Martin Luther King and his dream of joining white people, of little black girls and black boys holding hands with little white boys and white girls, why didn't they do it? Why didn't the white boys and white girls come and join them and say, you know what? Let's hold hands with them like Martin Luther King said we're going to do. Nah, they ain't do it. They ain't do it at all. You understand? They came out there to cause them harm and they attacked them. And then they ended up kidnapping them and torturing them, man. That was torture. That was hell. That was hell. For them babies to be living in there, you know, with no food, no water, no nothing. No way to clean themselves properly. Nothing. They had nothing, huh? And left them there for over 45 days. The plan was for them to die.
Right.
That's what the plan was. The police took children and set them in a vacant building, hoping that they would die. This is insane. For anyone to want to join these people, man. This is ridiculous. All right, let's play the next one.
I go to the white neighborhood to do most of my shopping now because I find out that in the black community, the vegetables, the fruits, and even the canned goods is much different than what they are in the white neighborhood. In the white neighborhood, the vegetables are fresh, crisp, nice. In the black neighborhood, they are dry. They are not fresh. The canned goods are bent.
This clip comes from Black on Black, a 1968 documentary filmed in South Central Los Angeles and first aired on CBS. The film was made without a narrator and focused on letting Black residents speak for themselves about everyday life, challenges, and experiences just a few years after the Watts riots. It went on to win several major awards and is often seen as one of the first documentaries to present these conversations on national television. In this part of the film, a group of Black women talk about the differences they noticed between grocery stores in Black neighborhoods and those in white neighborhoods. Watching it now naturally brings up a bigger thought. Have things actually changed, or are some of these same concerns still around today?
Say, for instance, I buy a pound or two of soul food, say a batch of chitlin, 10 pounds, and maybe in here they're not real good. So I go out of the neighborhood, we get in an old car and we tick way out somewhere where we can find something that's a better quality of food.
Some of the cans in the Black community are rusty. You don't find that in the white community. The meats in the Black community, the prices are high, the meats are not fresh, and the quality is, they put so much in a package until you're not really able to buy what you want. You have to buy a large amount in order to even buy the meat in the Black community.
Now, for instance, a merchant in this neighborhood will sell a product maybe for a dime or a nickel more in the Negro neighborhood, where in the white community, he'll sell it for a nickel or a dime less. And this, I do know for a fact, is true.
For instance, if there's a piece of furniture and that the low-income family have loaned for, and suddenly someone comes along and say, well, now, I'll fix it where you can get it. So you give me 10 blue chip stamp books, and we'll call that the down payment. Well, the average family has 10 blue chip stamp books because he gets stamps everywhere. So he'll just turn in this 10 blue chip stamp books, and then you take the next 5 years trying to pay for a $25 piece of furniture. So economically, this is the same situation. I'll see to it, the attitude is I'll see to it that you don't get out of debt. So if I can't get you in the cotton field, I'll get you in the furniture store.
And ain't that what ain't that what the devil done did? See, what Black folks didn't understand is Martin Luther King's dream. It really wasn't what he presented, right? He was in love with white women, and that's what he wanted. So yeah, his dream was to be joined together with white folks. Okay, but all that stuff that he was talking about being treated fairly and all this kind of mess, that wasn't what was on the white man's mind. The white man saw an opportunity to get over on us again. And what are we right now? We are, what the brothers say, we spending 10 years to pay for a $25 piece of furniture. Brother, right. when car notes went up from 3 to 4 years to 7 to 8, I said, oh my God. You understand? Now, thank God I ain't had no car notes. You know, I think I only had like one. You understand? I only had about 50 cars, but I only had one car note. But before and I had mine before the switch. But I was like, God damn, wait a minute, what are they doing? And you know what? They're just keeping us in debt more and more. You understand? Like, think about the bills, right? You pay your electric bill. As soon as you pay it, the bill coming right back around. It's time to pay it again. This place just keeps us in debt. That's all. He was right about that. Yeah, you gotta buy some furniture somewhere. Like what they used to do, Walmart, and they layaway. Y'all remember that?
Rent-A-Center Cap.
Oh yeah, Rent-A-Center killing them, but I'm talking about the layaways right now. At one point, stores had layaways to where, guess what? Black folks would turn around and buy their kids clothes, buy TVs, furniture, get the things they need for their house, right? Get pots and pans and all kind of stuff.
Right.
And just pay just a little bit of tax. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But now they cut that out. They say, oh no, we ain't doing no layaway. Money, money, money. And now they doing what? Now they doing rent-a-centers. You understand? Now they got rent-a-centers everywhere. What's the other one? Earns rent to own.
Oh yeah.
And then now you gotta get a loan now if you want to rent to own something. If you want to rent to own a piece of equipment or something like that for your business, you got to get a loan. And guess what? Most Negroes don't qualify for a damn loan. You understand? So they know what they doing with their system, man. We should have just never even tried to be a part of it.
That's right.
You know, but check it. Let me show you this real quick. Like I said, let me try to run through these videos. I can just got a couple more. Let me show you what happened before integration.
Here's an exceptionally well-organized and productive community canning enterprise. Once each week during the summer season, the people of this community gather in this grove to can their products cooperatively. The women prepare the fruits, vegetables, or meat products for canning. The men cut the wood, keep the fire going in the furnace, and handle the heavy pressure cookers. And everybody has a grand time. It's a sort of weekly community picnic that pays dividends in food put up for winter.
This is 1938, the height of the Great Migration, when hundreds of thousands of Black Americans were leaving the South for northern cities to escape Jim Crow. Southern agricultural interests wanted that movement stopped, so the USDA produced this documentary to convince Black families to stay put. But in trying to make that argument, they accidentally captured something powerful. Black men and women with defined roles, community equipment pooled so no family got left out, in a structured canning operation running every week through the summer, building enough food to carry the whole community through winter. The USDA thought they were filming a reason to stay. What they preserved was proof of what Black communal strength looked like in action.
Now, look, this is what integration destroyed. You understand? How many Black communities do we have now that's together like this? To where we saying no family is left behind. Ain't nobody finna go without no food and the things they need. Everybody working together. Did you see all them sisters? They wasn't fighting, talking about some who sleeping with who man and busting out some windows in cars and doing all that crazy mess. They all was working together.
Right.
All the men was working together, chopping the wood so them sisters could cook and can that food. Everybody is working together. Integration destroyed that.
Yeah.
You understand? The white man thought he was gonna come there and make a reason so that they wouldn't leave, but found out, damn, they got it going on. Look at what they doing. Look at what they are doing. This is what integration destroyed, man. Because show me the Black community today to where they together. Show me where they coming together, you understand, as a whole, talking about, you know what, man, we got Sister Jones over there, she ain't got no food. Brother Earl over there, he ain't got no, you know, oh, we got some food stored for them. They ain't got to worry about eating. Right. It's everybody for themselves. We done took on the white man's mentality. That's his mentality. But at one point, that wasn't ours. By us trying to join him and be like him, that's how we turned around and lost everything about us. At one point, brothers and sisters was working together in the Black community. Now, you can't tell me staying separate wasn't the better benefit versus trying to join them, man. You can't tell me that. All them brothers and sisters, every week, this is every week they doing this. They ain't taking no break. Why? Because we got to eat. We got to eat. And they canning food. Did you see what the other sister said? She said, oh, you know what? I go in the white community all the time. I go out there and get my food. Why? Because, you know, they do that intentionally. To this day, while DMG thought it was a great idea because we got YouTube and businesses, two niggas got businesses. It was a great idea for integration. You understand? How many of our brothers and sisters are on food stamps, getting government assistance and getting cut off all the goddamn time? Make $1 over, and the government cut you off them stamps and say, oh, no, you make too much money. Yo, we got to pull that from you. When we had our own goddamn food, we had our own vegetables. The sister said, oh, you go in the white community, boy, the vegetables is crispy and fresh, and the canned goods ain't got no rust on it. But in the Black community, yeah, it do. They did that intentionally so that you won't think of staying with your own people. You go to your stores and you get dissatisfied. You understand? You get unsatisfactory service. But when you go in their community, oh, man, well, look at these grapes. Ooh, they green and red. Look at these apples. Ooh, they crispy. Ooh, look at these greens. Look at these collard greens and the mustard green. Look at the stalk. You understand? They got them in the little cooler where the damn thing turn around and spray the mist on them to keep them looking fresh. You standing there, and a few seconds later, the thing come on and go shh and wet the shit up so you can want to buy it. You understand? But guess what? No, they ain't got that in the black community. They ain't had it back there. Your shit ain't fresh in your community. They put stores like that in our community on purpose. So that guess what? They would get all of our money. How long did the money stay in the black community before integration, Marshala? How long did $1 stay in the black community?
It was 6 hours, sir.
No. How long did the dollar stay in the
black? Yeah, up to a year over. Up to a year over.
Up to a year plus before $1. I cannot believe. That's why I said D and the M and the G got to mean dumb. Because how can you not see that before we integrated with them, our money stayed amongst us? But now that we integrated, how long do it take for the dollar to go out the black community, Marshall?
6 hours, sir.
6 hours. 6 hours or less, and our money is in the hand of the heathens with the quickness. With the quickness. They own the stores. They own the liquor store. They own the clothing stores. They own, so whatever we need, whether it's chicken wings or a goddamn piece of bubble gum, we got to give our money to them. And it's going to take 6 hours or less for them to get their hands on it. And before we had food, they didn't have to worry about integrating and going, you know what? I go out the black community and go to the white community and they stores, they get fresh food over there. That's what they wanted you to do. They wanted you to look as if you and your people and your culture and the way you was doing things is a disgrace. Us. Come get your good food from us. You're going to spend your money here. Oh, you know what? Damn, it's 10 cents less over there. But you don't even understand that you, like she said, we take a car, you got to pay to get the car to the store. So that 10 cents, you ain't saving it, you still spending it. You understand? I do understand that going to a black business, they are going to charge more because guess what? The supplier charges more. The white man charges the black business owner more. The brother that used to help us, he had a stroke and he out of business now. Mr. Woods, the brother owned a store. Brother Woods, I called him. He owned a store. He bought it from the Arabs right up on the corner of Page and Vanavena. And boy, they gave that brother hell opening that store. They gave him complete and utter hell. Right? But he got it open. And the brother was doing quite a bit for his people in the community. Even though he was selling food, right? He also was giving away food. He even locked in with us. And he was like, brother, he said, man, he broke it down to me. He said, showed me, he said, man, come up to my store so I can show you. I go up to his store. He shows me the freezers that he has for the food, the freezers and the refrigerators that he has set up for the people that come in there and can't buy a plate of his chicken. He got food set to the side and he give them so they can have something to eat. Now here he is making a living off selling chicken and fries. Mm-hmm. But he got food for people that's less fortunate. You understand? That's what they was trying to stop. And that's what they did stop from happening in the black community. To where even though we making a living off of this, we still looking out for each other. You understand? We looking out for each other. And they stopped that. All so that we could turn around and say, you know what? In the white community, the food fresh out there. Let me go out there. I'm going to go that way. And you know what? To this day, she ain't lying. She said that shit back in, was it 60s, 70s? It's true still to this day. I remember the Dollar Tree. It's gone now. That was right on Kings Highway. Page and Euclid. The tornado the tornado took out the whole strip. Mm-hmm. You understand? The tornado took out the entire strip. So that Dollar Tree is no longer there. You know what happened at that Dollar Tree though? They was always short some items. The freezers and refrigerators was always broke. The drinks was always hot. The damn frozen shit was always melted. You understand? And had outer order, had tape across the front of it. You understand? But guess what? Go down to the white store. I remember in one of the white in the great wide areas that I worked in down in South County, right? And I believe this area, it was Arnold, after one of those. The Dollar Tree down there was a damn supermarket. It was a like a Walmart plus. You understand? They got all kind of shit in this. They got arts and crafts, and I was like, what the heck? And this was before they started the new movement, the $3 and $5 movement in the Dollar Tree. This was when the shit was still $1.
Right.
I went in they store in the white neighborhood. I said, God damn, we ain't got none of this. As if our children wouldn't like arts and crafts. Why our Dollar Tree don't have a working damn refrigerator and freezer in it? You understand? The store that's 3 minutes away from this school, that's now gone due to the tornado, they ain't have nothing in there. But down in the good white community, like the sister said, I'll go to the white store, boy, you can get everything out there. That's how they want it. You understand? So that you won't make no money. But these sisters and these brothers came together and was doing something much different. And this was great, in my opinion. Let's keep playing.
Home canning of food products is a fundamental feature of the Live at Home program. A well-filled pantry is not only the best insurance against sickness, but it saves money. A year's food supply for a family of 5 in this section may be worth several $100s. Since
a year's food supply. Did you hear that? They got a year's food. That's what this sister is stocking up on. A year's food supply for a family of 5. That would cost hundreds of dollars, but you saving them hundreds of dollars. Why? Because everybody is together. You can't tell me that this wouldn't have been a greater idea than having these damn food stamps that they're gonna take from you. Yeah. They'll say, oh, you need food stamps? Okay, they might sign you up, give you a book or two, but eventually they're coming to cut you off. They're coming to take your stamps away.
Right.
And our people believe that this was better, integrating was better versus this right here, what we're hearing on the screen right now today. This is sad. And right now you barely see any 3, 4, 5 brothers and sisters on the same block trying to do anything with each other. Yeah. But in the ISUPK, we all then came together. That's damn right. Damn that. We realized that guess what? We all we got. You understand?
Crazy.
We all we got. Why not join together with my people? Everybody else join together with theirs. Yeah. Chinese people, you ain't got to tell them to join together with their people. I don't give a damn what they go through. They join together. And they doing what they got to do. You ain't got to tell the Africans to join together. As horrible as those African men treat those African women are not leaving those African men. You understand? Yeah. You ain't got to tell the other nations of people to be together with your own people. Even though they right here in this country. They only came here because of your Civil Rights Act that you fought and died for. Ain't no African died for no goddamn right that they benefiting from today. Ain't no Arab died for no right that he's benefiting from today. Ain't no Chinese. One second, word. These bastards got the nerve to turn around and unalive our people that's coming in there buying they shit, and then they ain't went through nothing.
That's right.
They ain't suffered nothing.
Right.
But now they in our community hating us and we making them rich. You out your goddamn Chinese mind. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, you right, Kat. It was just such a heavy point you made that stood out to me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to touch on because, like you said, they are able to come together and make, come up with an idea that generates something, we can't. And if we do come up with an idea, something that we coming up with basically by ourselves, to try to make something which make it, 10 times as hard. But you're right, when it's hard for 1, 2, 3, 4 of us to come together, with a concrete plan, to try to generate something for ourselves, sir. Yeah, that's all I wanted to bring up,
Yeah, Yeah, they make it hard so that we can't. That's the whole point. They don't want us to come together. They don't want us to turn around and say, you know what? We ain't going to them Chinese stores no more. We ain't going to them Arab stores no more. We're going to come up with our own. They don't want us to say that. They don't want us to do that. They want us to continue filling their pockets and their purses. That's what they want us to do. That was the whole point of them sisters that turned around and said, oh, I don't go to the black store in the black community. When this right here, it's a whole system they had in place to where they had plenty of food for a family of 5 to eat off of for a whole year. You can't tell me that this ain't better than food stamps. You can't tell me that this ain't better than the white man's crispy vegetables and fresh vegetables and non-rusted cans. You can't tell me that this idea is not better than what he ever could have thought of. These brothers and sisters came up with an idea to save everybody some money, not just themselves. They weren't just looking out for their own pocket. These sisters right here wasn't selfish. They wasn't worried about who doing what and who ain't this and who the baddest bitch and all this dumb shit that we thinking about now. Them sisters was like, man, listen, we got to eat.
That's right.
She's sitting here putting away a whole year's worth of food for a family of 5 by herself. Do it look like she's what they like to call black fatigue? Do it look like she getting tired of black folks?
Wow.
Or do it look like she got some energy? You understand? That sister got some energy and she putting her all into what she doing. Because guess what? She knows she's doing it for her and her people. You understand?
Okay.
But do we have any sisters out there now that's willing to give a brother a book of food stamps? I'm hungry, y'all. Give me a book of food. I love some chicken. Who out there willing to give me a book of stamps? Watch they start telling me, oh, I got my own kids to feed. You a grown ass man. What you mean? You ain't got no job? Brokey. You understand? They gonna be saying all kind of shit to me. But not that sister right there. That sister would walk me to a damn closet and make sure I get food. That's the mentality before integration. You understand? But now after it, oh man, you got to make $100K. Let me ask a sister for a book of her food stamps. She gonna tell me I got to make $100K in order to be with her and ask her for a book of stamps. That's what she gonna tell me. She gonna tell me I'm beneath her because I don't have any food. I'm hungry. I'm starving. What's wrong? You ain't got no job. What's wrong with you? Oh, you a man. You understand? But not this sister on this video. She handling her business. You understand? That's my auntie, y'all.
Money saved is money made. The women and girls, through such activities as this.
And y'all notice a lot of those sayings that we come up with that the white man that took, that come from us. Money saved is money made. We came up with that. Why? Because guess what? The white man, he ain't worried about saving no money. He just stole so much. All he worried about is spending. He got so much in the bank. He got so many millions and billions in the bank. He just want more. That's all. He's so greedy. He don't give a damn about saving nothing. He just want more. So, but that's where that comes from us. Money saved, money made.
Add to the farm family income and at the same time safeguard the family health. A well-constructed smokehouse such as this makes a good storage place for canned products in regions where there is no danger from freezing. These well-filled shelves show what the energetic housewife can do toward providing the family living.
How many energetic housewives we got out there now? We got basketball wives, we got love and hip hop wives, Atlanta housewives, and all of them hoes. Them the kind of wives we got now that ain't doing a goddamn thing, drinking and fighting on TV. Instead of somewhere thinking of a master plan. How can you help take care of all these goddamn babies that you decided don't have? How can we take care of all these kids? How can we save some money and make some money at the same time?
Yeah.
Where are those sisters at?
Come.
You understand? Nah, they just worried about being a housewife just to get taken care of. Some man spend all his money and pay all the bills. That's all they worried about now. They ain't worried about doing nothing. And guess what they come from? They come from integration. That mentality, that mindset, this mindset right here, this energetic housewife, that shit was sucked right out of you, boy, like a vampire. Vampire bite you on your neck and suck your blood out. That's what the white man did to us. Turned around and sucked the very life out, drained it right out of us with his oppression. You understand? To where now sisters, all they worried about is twerking, showing some ass so that they can get some rich man to take care of them. And this is insane. But these sisters, not these sisters right here. This right here is beautiful.
A canning demonstration under the supervision of a county home demonstration agent. On such occasions, the women of a community meet and do their work in common, using community equipment, while the agent supervises the work and gives instruction in approved methods of procedure where necessary. Here is a simple homemade canning outfit which is used in community canning where better equipment is not available. A neighborhood canning bee in which the home demonstration agent directs the work. This is typical of neighborhood group activity. And here's an exceptionally well...
You hear that? They got supervisors. They got sisters over sisters. Let them know, now, baby, you take this corn like this. How you do this? Let me show you how to shuck that corn. Let me show you so you can get it right. You understand? Got a whole operation going. Everybody got titles, position, and the operation is running smooth. How many of us can work together on the white man's job today without turning around? Oh, I ain't. What did dude say on Django? I ain't taking no orders from no nigga boss. You understand? He said he ain't listening to no nigga on no horse. What are you talking about? Who is this nigga that I gotta listen to him? Like, come on, he only listen to white folks. That's come from integration, man. Yeah. You understand? Our sister, how many of you sisters that's ready? Because guess what? We doing it in the UPK. How many of you sisters out there is ready to turn around and drop all of this filth you done learn from integration and in this world and come and actually be a sister? Learn and actually be a mother. You understand? Come and actually do something worthwhile, man. We ain't talking about twerking on no goddamn TikTok video, no TikTok challenge.
Wow.
How many of you sisters really ready to come put some work in? Huh? How many of you sisters ready to grow some food? Huh? And ready to can some food so everybody can eat? How many of you are willing to do that? How many of you brothers out there that's willing to do that? Instead of trying to fill your socks with a bunch of rocks and run from the cops, nigga, how about you come build one of those damn units that won't freeze so that we can store some food in? How many of you niggas is ready to do that? How many of y'all is ready to come together instead of being happy that we got YouTube? Happy that we got the damn internet. Happy that we get the opportunity to go work for the white man and give him all the damn money back that we just worked for. How many of y'all out there is really ready to make a difference? Because as you can see, Christians are selfish, man. Christians are extremely selfish. And I actually got some more videos, man, but I'm gonna stop it now. I know I ran over a lot. You understand? But I wanted to get to the point. Okay. Or do my brothers, could y'all spare me and a couple more videos?
You too, Cap.
All right.
Yeah, car, sir. You know, I'm gonna ride with you.
All right, Most High Christ, the Water Brothers. I appreciate it. Let me play these because I want to get this out too. All right, to show all of the problems from integration. You understand? And what an epic fail it actually was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Even Martin Luther King said himself that it was a fail. Now check this out. Watch this video. This is after integration. Look at all the problems that we started having after integrating with America.
America has used black women to keep the black male in his place. And you're still aiding him by saying, well, we are qualified. We want to work. We can help.
What we are about to watch is a real discussion that took place in 1968 and aired on PBS. It was part of a series that was created to show Black American life from the Black perspective. The journalist you'll see here worked for the Chicago Daily Defender, which was the largest Black newspaper at the time. She was covering what people were calling the rise of the new Black woman. For this episode, they brought together Black women and Black men for an honest, open conversation about gender roles, expectations, and relationships. This conversation has been happening in the Black community for decades. It's deep, it's layered, and depending on your experiences, it can feel really heavy. It also can feel personal and emotional and possibly uncomfortable. So when you watch, really listen. And when it's over, drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's chat about it.
As a reporter for the Chicago Daily Defender, and as a Black woman married to a Black man, I become deeply aware of the effects of this new Black revolution on the relationship between Black man and Black woman.
Now, the struggle supposed to be over. We didn't integrate it. We made it. But now it's a new revolution. You understand? Now we struggle in another area, and it's right here in our own damn homes. Integration was not a good thing. You heard her say the new Black woman? The new Black woman. What was wrong with the old one? She was wonderful. The new Black woman is Cardi B's and your Meg Thee Stallions, right? The new worthless Black women that'll get with a man, have children by him, and then leave him alone. Try to go get another man and then have children by that man and then leave him alone too. That's the new Black woman. When the old Black woman was in the field, right there with that man, supervising other sisters saying, hey, we got food to cook. We got time to be doing all that. They said back in the day, I cook, I clean, and let me show you how I got this ring. You understand? That's what they was doing back then. The old Black woman. She was great. We need to bring her back because this new one done lost her goddamn mind. But check it out.
I see it among my own friends, and I also see it in my home. But the most revealing and the most vocal statements about what the new Black man expects from the new Black woman came when I met with a group of young unmarried friends one Saturday afternoon.
I think that what's happening in America as far as Black men, Black women is concerned is that there's a revolution within a revolution.
Now listen to this brother and then listen to the sister immediately afterward and what she say. Listen.
We are fighting our own woman. Our woman will not allow us to emerge as Black men. No. But our Black women, who has been put in this role of aiding white America, white structure, and castrating the Black male, has continued doing this. She cannot live with us. It's not that we can't live with her.
Are you blaming us? Are you saying that it's our fault that this happened?
No, I'm not blaming Black America or women. I just said that I'm blaming the system.
So you see what the brother said. He said, no, I ain't blaming you. It ain't your fault. He blamed the system, and he's right. It's not our sister's fault. It was the leaders of our sisters and our brothers' fault. You understand? They should have saw this, and they actually did see the system. Martin Luther King turned around and admitted that the system that he was joining his people to was actually a burning house. It wasn't La La Land like what he thought, what he said, and had everybody believing. It wasn't Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. You understand? To where everything was just going to be love and happy and suckers and popsicles, and you understand? That ain't it.
Right.
That ain't it. But the brother said, no, I don't blame you. I blame the system. And the brother is right. But listen.
They are victims of the system like the Black male.
Well, why do you say that we are castrating you? You say that you want to be the leaders. Okay. Well, what about the Black professional woman?
First thing she take it to is a job. He ain't talking about your job. You understand? No man, I don't know no brother that is against his woman getting a great job and making a lot of money. Oh man, guess what? You can start a business and make a lot of money. You can get a good job and make a lot of money. Do whatever we got to do. You can go back to school and you can get some education, get some more on top of the education you already got. You understand? And let's get this paper. I ain't mad at it at all. But the first thing she started bringing up is the professional black woman. When she totally missed it. That's not what he's talking about. He's not mad that you have a job. Listen.
Are you saying that there should be no black professional woman? Are you trying to deny black women the right to be creative, the right to function?
We're not asking.
Daddy, what did that have to do with anything that brother just said? Absolutely nothing. That's integration all day, huh? Mm-hmm. That's integration. Are you denying black women the ability to be creative? What are you talking about? Like, be creative, get a job. I ain't telling you stay at home and don't work, don't make no money. Damn that. We need some paper. Bring daddy that money. Bring daddy that money, baby. Nobody talking about you not just sitting at home doing nothing, looking around, twiddling your thumbs. Bro, he ain't saying none of that.
Con.
She missed it. The whole thing is now we got at one point, our families, our households was together. Everybody was working together. Like you just saw in that video. The men chopped the wood. They did the thing that the women wasn't doing. And the women was doing the thing that the men wasn't doing. Shucking the corn, canning the food, pouring it in the bottles, mixing and stirring the shit up, cooking it. You understand? Everybody had a role. They even had titles and positions. Supervisor, manager, shift leader. You understand? They had all of that and had it going on. Everybody knew they role and they was willing to do it. Mm-hmm. And what the white man found, he thought he was coming to them to find out something where they could destroy them. And he said, damn, they got it going on. Look at them.
Right.
They are feeding families of 5 for a year, saving hundreds of dollars. Ain't got to go to no damn white grocery store to buy no fresh groceries and no damn canned goods that ain't got no rust on it. They got food already. And we could have done the same. We could have still been doing the same damn thing. But she totally missed it. This is why, guess what? In that house, they still gonna be fighting. The brother saying, I got to fight my own woman. He trying to stop the fight. Wait, boy, are you telling me you don't want me to be professional? You don't want me to have a job? You don't want me to be creative? Oh my God. This is what integration did to our women, man. This system has destroyed our sisters. They are trying to follow. You said follow the white woman? That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. That's exactly who she is. Damn right. She is trying to follow but she just don't understand. She didn't know the white woman's whole plan. The white woman, her fight against the white man was just to get that equal pay, not to get his position, not to turn around and knock him out of position of being a man. You understand? Because you see, when Donald Trump was running for office, who voted for him more, white women or white men? It was more white women that voted for him, saying, you know what, we know that we need a man to run this country. We ain't trying to do that. A man needs to do that. But when it comes to shucking and jiving us, when it comes to getting over on us, when it comes to the banana in the tailpipe on us, it's what's her name? What's the so-called black woman that was supposed to be the first black president? What's her name? Kamala Harris. Yeah, they want to give her us. She ain't even black. She ain't black. She told everybody where she was from. She's Indian. That's her culture. They turn around and try to trick us with Barack Obama. When Barack Obama said plenty of times, oh, my daddy's African. I'm Nigerian. He didn't say he was a nigger. He didn't say that. But just because he liked basketball and beer, you want to try to put him off on us. Nah. Integration is what caused this right here.
For you to take a back seat. We're saying that you have got to be astute enough
and can view the situation well enough where you just automatically know what your role is and step back. And whenever you want to have that aggressive thing, this is a thing that the young black man today is not going to tolerate. My old man tolerated it because he was his old man tolerated. It came up for years and years and years. But today, the young black man is not going to take it.
Okay, how are you going to reprogram men so that they don't let us take over what's supposed to be their responsibility?
She missed it again. He said, we ain't talking about you not having no job.
Right.
We talking about you stepping back, knowing your role in our life, not the role that you play when you go to your job. You can play that role. Nobody mad because you a supervisor. Nobody mad because you a CEO. One of my ribs was I think the next. She was like the 1-2 positions from the damn owner of the company.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I don't give a damn. I ain't mad because you CEO telling them white folks and them niggas what to do on that job. But you know, when you come to our address, it's when I walk through the door, Daddy's home. You understand? Daddy's home. That's all I want you to know is what your role is here with me in my life. That's what the brother is talking about. Right. They're not talking about your job, baby girl. And the only thing she's saying, well, what you gonna do to stop us from doing that? What are you gonna do? Are you even listening to these men? I don't think she is. I don't think nothing's sinking in. Let me finish it.
I don't think you have to reprogram men. I think you have to reprogram women.
No, you have to reprogram the man so that he will forcefully take what belongs to him, because you know women, as long as we can get, we're gonna get, and it's part of our being. We're going to do anything to you that you let us, whether we want to or not.
You don't want to live.
No, it's not part of your being. It's part of your being now since you've integrated. Now you done picked up these heathens, nasty ass habits. Now it's a part of your being. But at first you wasn't like that, baby girl. You wasn't like this before integration. Now you want the man to forcefully take the. Now when the man tell you, shut your goddamn mouth, you gonna, nigga, who you talking to? Is you gonna forcefully let him tell you to shut your big ass mouth? Nope. You gonna keep on talking. Why? Because in this society, this place allows you to do it. This place allows you to turn around and rule over your man. That's the whole thing they talking about.
Yeah.
What's the role of the man and the woman, and are you willing to get back in your shoes and get the hell out of mine? And she like, nah, you got to forcefully take position. But then when the man put his foot down, hey, you ain't none of my daddy. You understand? Like, come on, man. This is insane. But this is what integration has turned a lot of our sisters into, man. Evil Christian women. They're selfish, and now you're gonna sit here argue and fight with him and force him to force you to do something when you're supposed to submit to your husband. That's what the Bible say. That means willingly do it, not force you. I don't want no woman that I got to force to do what I tell her to do.
Right.
I don't want no woman I got to force to be quiet. Hold on, babe. Wait a minute. And then you still talking? Don't no nigga want to force you to do nothing?
That's right.
You know, it's like forcing a baby to eat. Boy, you ever tried that? I tried that 10 times. Boy, all 10 of them, they gave me hell too, trying to do the airplane and make the nails boom on.
Right.
You ain't never do that. You ate all your food. You did. You ain't give your mom no problem. Did you do that when you was a baby? When your mama tried to do the airplane and said, here comes the potatoes, and she just tried to put it in your mouth, you like, You ain't never do that? You ate your food? You ain't eat your food? You did? But why you so healthy? What you eat? If you don't know what you ate your food, didn't you? Yes, you did. Give her a hand, y'all. Get Tori a hand. Get Tori as our little niece. You ate your food. You are a healthy, beautiful little sister. You Yep, she did. I wish I could turn the camera on her. She's very beautiful little sister. Yep. And guess what? This is what we raising right here is the future generation. And we got to teach them something better than what they've been learning here in this place. This is why in the ISUPK, we getting back to the Most High standards and his way of life and living. You understand? And then guess what? What our people was doing before integrating with this beast, man, we had it going on. We were separate. We knew we didn't have nobody but us. And look at what we was able to do. Survive for years without needing any help and any assistance from anybody. Even though schools were, guess what? Understaffed, underbooked, underfunded. You understand? We still made it. We still made it happen. And our kids was educated. They was educated. But look at what happened once we turned around and joined them. Man, I hate all of the programs that they done pushed on our people to turn around and make them just as dumb as a box of rocks. The No Child Behind program was something horrible. That was after integration.
Yeah.
To where they just push you along, no matter whether you know how to pass a test or not.
Yeah.
No matter whether you know how to spell a word or not. We just gonna push you forward. That's that pipeline to prison thing. You understand? From the public schools to the prison. That's what they came up with. When we could have stayed in our own schools. And guess what? Our children would have came up right and we wouldn't have had to go to no prison.
It's like Cap.
Go ahead, Art.
And it also it creates a false sense of entitlement.
Mm-hmm. It does.
I yield.
It absolutely does. Where you got more parents arguing about their child failing versus them actually knowing they work. They argue, you gonna fail my son versus them knowing they work. Why? Because now through No Child Left Behind, we just pushing them forward. We're just pushing all the kids forward. They don't know a goddamn thing now, but we just gonna push them forward. Like, this is insane, man. And I keep saying it, for anybody to turn around and believe that this was a better idea to be joined together with them, to be integrated with them instead of staying separate from them, got to be a damn fool, a complete damn fool. Let me finish this one and get to the last.
On the level of income that I can afford you and love me on the basis of that, you want to always be aspiring to have all those things that's a part of the great middle class white American society. And because I can't deliver these things to you, you say that you are not a man.
I don't measure a man by how much money he can bring home. I measure a man by how he treats me. Whether when I'm tired and I'm sick and I'm scared, he's there.
I doubt that. Did you see that attitude on her? Did you see that neck? You know, sisters got that damn neck, boy. They roll that thing in the mind. Lord have mercy. I doubt that you rate a man on how he treats you. You understand? Let me play this last video about this devil about trying to join they schools, and let me show you what the superintendent had to say about black people, man. I was gonna play it here. I'm gonna end it with the field holler from Pawpaw. You understand? I got a field holler. I'm gonna end it on that. We're gonna roll out to that one. But check this out real quick. Integrating into their schools. Listen to this.
Just before the settlement was announced, a stunning development. School District Attorney Cecil Morgan came out for a drink of water, and he asked if I knew the difference between, and these are his words, quote, a nigger and a pile of manure.
Oh, well, now, let's not get into that. I just tried to be funny.
You were just trying to be funny.
That's all.
How could you go in and continue these sensitive type negotiations after telling a joke like that?
Oh, well, I don't care to talk to you at all. I don't care if I ever talk to you again.
Ooh. You ain't the right kind of white man. You see that? He come out there to talk to the reporters. and make a racist statement to the report. Why? Because all white people are alike. You understand? All white people are alike. That's what he said, but they filming. They doing something different. And he came out and made this statement, and the devil put it out there anyway. Oh, he said, "Oh, look, I don't ever want to talk to you again. I don't ever want to talk to you again." Listen.
That would not surprise me. I have sensed that for at least the 20 years we've been in this litigation. I think that would be typical of his comment. I believe that would be typical of his attitude.
I deeply regret the unfortunate reports concerning a facetious story that I told to a group of reporters yesterday afternoon. It had no application to Mr. Davis, and I certainly did not intend in any way that it would relate to him.
Morgan, who's been avoiding cameras lately, is known as the Dean of School Law in Texas. His firm earns about $70,000 a year from Fort Worth schools, and they represent several suburban school districts. At age 79, he's more experienced than any other school lawyer in the state. The majority of board members decided they couldn't do without that experience. And so even though the school board doesn't condone Morgan's joke about black people, he is still the legal representative of the Fort Worth schools.
We found
You thought they was going to fire him because of you? Because you crying about his racist joke? Get over it. It was a joke. Get over it. But we're not firing him. You understand? Man, come on, man. Integration was not a good idea.
No.
It was not.
For it to be very thorough, comprehensive. We appreciate and compliment the accuracy, impartiality, and depth of the report, and compliment Mr. Cecil Morgan and Mr. Tom Carr on their thoroughness and the completeness of their job, which we consider well done. A public statement will be made in the near future after the board has had time to study the findings.
Several black and Mexican American groups wanted Morgan fired. They insisted the racial joke he made to reporters showed he isn't fit to represent the public schools. Morgan's showing no signs of wanting to retire. In fact, when reporters asked him about that, he shrieked his answer.
Oh, no! It's not clear.
Black groups say it is clear.
He's asking him to quit and retire? Hell no. He ain't going nowhere. You gonna see him. You understand? Till he get ready to retire.
Right.
Damn. That's what he tell you to the protesters.
Clear to them, and they don't like what they see.
Hiccup. Gestapo tactics. You're taking away the freedom of people to speak in America.
It was a fight at the school board meeting, a fight not over the future of schools attorney Cecil Morgan, but a fight over the rights of citizens to speak to the board. The board refused to discuss Morgan's case publicly. School board members voted 7-2 not to fire attorney Cecil Morgan. Board members said public opinion in the form of letters, phone calls, and telegrams was in support of the elderly attorney, but that's not the opinion of the NAACP. No board member that I spoke with wants to see Morgan publicly humiliated, but most seem to feel that politically they cannot afford to let his racial jokes stand unchallenged.
During a break.
Nobody wants to see him publicly humiliated, but he can humiliate black folks. Let me show you what. If Martin Luther King had been a true man of God, this is what he would have known right here. Go to Ecclesiastes 12 and give me verses 10 through 12, and then we out here.
Ecclesiastes.
Uh-huh. If Martin Luther King Jr. was an actual man of God, then he would have known these scriptures, and he would have never thought to do. It wouldn't have been no what the sister Light say. She said that he realized that he made a mistake. She claimed that he was a real nigga for this. He realized that this was a mistake that he made, and he confessed it. You remember that? Huh? Y'all remember that on that show?
Say it again, Cap.
You remember the sister when she was responding to me and DMG's discussion? You was in there. Did you hear when she said that Martin Luther King realized that he made a mistake?
Come on, sir.
Yeah, she said he was a real nigga for that. Lady, this is everybody's life you playing with. You don't get to make no goddamn mistakes.
No.
You know who I honor? I honor Commanding General Yohana. for him not making the mistakes, learning what to do from the Lord with black people, not, you know what I'm saying, Martin Luther King and his dream. You understand? That's a real man of God that has been doing it the right way since forever. He ain't got to make no mistakes. He ain't made none. He ain't got to one day look back and say, damn, was telling black people not to eat pork and celebrate Christmas, was that the right thing to do? Oh, I made a mistake. Nah, that's the right thing to do. And he's been teaching it since 1969. You understand? We are the ones that got it right. We got the solutions in the ISUPK. Okay? So guess what? Martin Luther King, he ain't happy. Because if he did, he would have known this. If he would have read this scripture, if he would have actually been a man of the Lord that cared about what God had to say for his people to do, he would have read this and he would have never went on that mission of his. Go ahead, I'll read.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departeth from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker.
No. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10.
Oh, Salaka. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust thine enemy, man. White people have been showing black people that we have been their enemies. They have been our enemies forever. What was the point of, now that we got TV, now we're going to walk around and let them bust us upside the head? What was the point of, you know what, now that we got cameras and we can take pictures, we're going to turn around and let little kids get their lives threatened and get rocks thrown at them and get billy clubbed and get water hosed and get bit by dogs and all that. You know what? Let's do that now. The scripture says, never trust thine enemy. And here we are going to these people hoping that they're going to change and fix our situation.
Right.
When they've only made it worse. Go ahead, Doc.
Come on. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Listen, his wickedness, what does rust do? Rust all the way through. You understand? Rust all the way through. That's the same with his wickedness. Just like rust. You ain't gonna find a good spot of metal behind all that rust. It's all the way through. And so is the white man's wickedness, man. It's all the way through. You're not gonna find, what they say, a good bone in that wicked body of his, man. Marching and protesting ain't finna change his mind about you. Nothing's gonna change his mind. Keep reading.
Come on, sir. Verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
So even if the white man say, hey, I just want to be your friend. You ever heard white people say, I got black friends? He's humbling himself.
Right.
Even though he get to crouching on your level, you know, he get real low. Like, man, look, you were born in the ghetto, man. Hey, I was born in the trailer park, man. We're like neighbors, man. We're like brothers. I grew up in the city. You ever heard white people say that? I grew up in the city, man. I'm from the hood. No, the hell you not. No, you not. I done had so many white people try to tell me they from the west side of St. Louis. It ain't not when it was the west side. You wasn't. That was before. You understand? You ain't from the north side of St. Louis. That was before. You stayed there before it was the north side of St. Louis. You understand? So even though he tried to crouch and get on your level, you better take good heed to him and beware of him. That's what the Bible say, man. It's your enemy we talking about. All that foolishness about what's that line they like to say? Keep your friends close and enemies closer. I think that's stupid as hell. That's stupid as hell. We should have left our enemy on his side, on the wide side, and we should have stayed over on our side. Keep reading up.
Come on, sir. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away.
So as he's looking in a mirror, he gonna turn around and see that all the wiping he doing, that stain, that rust ain't going nowhere. You understand? You ever washed a car that had some rust on it?
Come on.
You understand? You ever had a Cadillac? You know what I'm saying? On 4 flats and all that. That was your ride. But it had some rust on it. Look, I had one. Boy, look, I had a Cadillac that went in the book. Andy Worm, the tire shop. I think Andy Worm was damn like the first one. And I got a picture of my lack when he put them rims on, he slapped them rims on it.
Yeah.
I had to tell him, I say, hey man, take the picture on this side.
But yeah, you'll be all right.
I got that rust spot on this side. Take the picture on the other side. You know what I'm saying? That, hey, as much as I used to wash that bad boy, hey, that rust did not come out. But guess what? On the other side, nigga, you better watch out, boy. You understand? That all white, that peanut butter top, boy. You understand? With them strikers on that bad boy, with them knuckles, man. Okay. But guess what? But on the other side, that rust, boy, don't matter how much I wash that thing, that rust ain't go nowhere. That rust eventually went all the way through. So I had to turn around and get that fixed. I had to get that fixed. But guess what? But ain't no fixing this though. Because once he look in that mirror, he gonna see that this rust ain't going nowhere. He horrible. And that's how the Lord created him. And we was never supposed to try to join together with him. Go ahead.
Right.
Come. Verse 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee.
Set him, hold up. Set him not by thee. Did Martin Luther King understand this?
Nah, sir.
Set him not by thee. Don't be trying to join. Don't be trying to sit at his table.
That's right.
You understand? Don't be trying to live in his neighborhoods that he don't want you in, that he's going to run you out of. I got so many videos, brother, that they turn around and these devils said, oh, black people moving in this area? Oh, boy, they're going to be scared to come out the house. They're going to be scared to come out their house. That's what they said. They didn't say, oh, you know what? I believe Martin Luther King was right, man, about what he said. I'm cool with that. I'm good. Yeah, they can come and live next door to me. I'm fine. Hey, Antoine, come on over. Have a beer with me. No, not at all. The Lord says, set him not by thee. Keep on.
Don't concert. Lest when he hath overthrown thee.
When he has overthrown thee, how he gonna overthrow you? Because guess what? That's his plan all along. When you let him by you, his plan is to overthrow you. You just don't know it. You're just a kind and loving people and person. You understand? That's the way you are. That's not the way he is. He want blood. That's what he want. He want to see you gone. He wants you unalive. He don't want to be your friend.
No.
You understand? And you got to know it, and you better listen to the Lord. Stop listening to this dumb shit these Christians is telling you. Go ahead, Doc.
Come. He stand up in thy place.
Look, the white man ain't took our place to where we had our own businesses, and now he got all the businesses. We actually have to say shop black. We actually got to tell black people to go to a black business.
Yeah.
You ain't never had to tell black people shop white.
No.
That was the whole plan. While you sitting in a restaurant getting bust upside the damn head for some food that they don't even know how to cook no way.
Yeah.
Now you ain't even got a business. Now you don't even have a restaurant. Now we got to tell people to shop black. When Martin Luther King told everybody to shop white. That's what he told them. Yeah. And everybody thought it was a good idea to go to the white man's movie theater. And those 12 little girls got tortured behind it.
That's right.
They got tortured. Yeah. And was left for dead. Somebody threw some raw meat in the cage for them to eat. And you forget about this for some internet and a YouTube? That's ridiculous. Go ahead, I'll finish it.
Come concert. And thou at the last remember my words.
Hold on, go back one.
Come concert.
He stand up in our place. Go ahead.
Come concert, like it, sir. Neither let him sit at thy right hand.
So these people ain't supposed to be joining around us. We ain't supposed to be around them like that. There was nothing wrong with black people going to work for them and getting the hell back to where we lived at. It was nothing wrong with that. That's how it was back in the day. Mm-hmm. And that's how it should have stayed. To where we go over on their side to work and then we go back on our side to play. You understand?
So like the Cap.
Go ahead.
So you mean we could trade with them and do like, merchandise, and we could trade goods, but that's it.
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing wrong with doing business with the heathens. It's nothing wrong with, say for instance, if you got a store and they got a product that you like and that you want to sell or something that you need or whatever that they got, a piece of machinery, equipment, whatever the case, whatever it could be, right? Nothing wrong with you sitting down with them and say, hey, I want 1,000, cases of this water that you got right here. I think it's pretty good. And they say, all right, well, it's going to be $200. Nothing wrong with you making that deal, but bring that shit back to our community and where we live at, in our businesses and our stores. You understand? Not trying to fuel theirs. That's what we did. We're fueling their economy.
Right.
Not our own. We don't even have one now.
Right.
Black people turn around and make up all of the money that this country makes. They got all of their spendings, all of their dealings come from our pockets, not theirs. All their foreign affairs, all of that money come from us. That's the whole point of why back then they ain't had no businesses in the black community. And right here on the west side of St. Louis, where our school is at, we barely got any businesses over. We got a Taco Bell, that's white. A Lee's, that's white. A White Castle, that's white. All these, that's white. You understand? Save a Lot, that's white. The gas station, that's herb. The other gas station is herb. The other gas station is herb. You understand? The liquor store herb. The other liquor store herb. We got one black liquor store right here on Kings Highway. And hardly nobody go in there. They go to the herbs. We had our own gas stations. We had our own every damn thing in our community. Now we have nothing. Now we have absolutely nothing. And now we're trying to tell people to shop black. We're having to tell folks to go and find a black business to shop with. And we got to find them. We looking like crazy trying to find a black business so that we could patronize them.
Yeah.
If black folks don't see and understand that, guess what? We've been doing it wrong for a long time, and you ain't gonna never get it right trying to join them. That ain't it. Trying to make them change their ways. That ain't it. That ain't it. That's not gonna help us, man. Us trying to force the white man to treat us better. It ain't gonna happen. And it don't have to happen. But what has to happen, if we want to see change, is we got to turn around and do something different. What's that saying? It's insanity to where you try to keep doing the same old thing over and over and over again. thinking it's gonna work when it's not. You have to do something different when you see that the same old thing ain't working. If you have a nail in your tire, you are going to have to keep putting air in it until you plug the tire or until you ultimately replace the tire. You understand? With a new one. You can patch it. Thank God for black people. They made up the patch and the plug for the tires. You understand? To where now you ain't got to throw away your tire. It got some meat on it. You can plug it and it'll be just like new to keep rolling. But guess what? If you don't plug that tire, you leave that nail in there, the air gonna keep seeping out, and you're gonna have to keep putting air in it over and over again. And you're gonna keep kicking the tire every morning. So, damn, this damn thing flat again. Well, brother, all you keep doing is putting air in it. You gotta take care of it. You gotta fix the tire. You gotta replace the tire. And guess what? Black folks gotta replace this integration theology, this Martin Luther King movement, that this was something so great when it wasn't. Finish that scripture up, out, and then we getting out of here.
Come on, sir. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith.
So remember this and be pricked with this. Don't even forget it. Let this get to you. Let this hurt you. You understand? Let this hurt you to where you don't forget this. You understand? Do not forget this, man. And guess what? We want to forget, especially when we got people like Steve Harvey to say, man, slavery, man, the hell was slavery. Damn slavery. Forget slavery. You got so many people talking like that to where they don't give a damn about what happened to our people in history, when it's the same people that's harming us today. We shouldn't forget about the people that harmed us yesterday. In simple fact, because they still harming us right now today. All right, but look, we out of here, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in each and every damn Sunday.
Wow, show, sir.
The Water Warrior. I appreciate everybody rocking with me. You understand? Even my brothers and sisters that's in the chat, all the brothers that's on the stage. You know what I'm saying? The water to everybody. Make sure you tune in for next week's show. It's going down again. All right. Wednesday. No, I'm sorry. Monday. Look, go to ISUPK.com. All the days out the week, we got all the goddamn classes. Monday is going down. We got Officer Thumma Young and his history class. Tuesday, we got Officer Halaka Miles Brotherhood class. Then we got Wednesday, we doing the STATF Connect podcast with me and my Shala. Then we got Officer Thumma Young again with the law class on Wednesday. And then check out General Hyman's scripture breakdown class every Monday and Thursday. All right, going down 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 Eastern Time. And then we got the Lashawan Kadash, the language class, going down every Friday, Saturday, the Sabbath class, and then Sunday, the radio show again. We keeping this thing rocking and rolling. All right, it's time for our people to wake up. But I'm going to play this on the way out.
I don't believe so.
Well, you said you're going to leave me. You said you were going away. Girl, you said you're going to leave me. You said you're going away. Better be all right. You come back home someday. I stepped 4'5" and I started breaking wrong. I stepped 4'5" and I started breaking wrong. Any man I run the counter, same as a gas gun. I love that woman, I just can't help myself. I love that woman, I just can't help myself. If I don't get you, I don't want nobody else.
that woman, I just can't help myself. You understand? Hey, when I saw that one, I said, good goddamn night, I got to play them. You understand? And what that's called? It's called a field holler. That's what our brothers and sisters been doing from slavery, man. You understand? Was to try to get some type of comfort out there in that field, boy. You understand? Whether it was enslavement, whether it was sharecropping, all of that. You understand? What right now today on the white man's job, what do you see brothers doing? Singing away. You see sisters singing away. You understand? Because guess what? They tired of working for them little nickels and dimes these crackers is paying us. You know what I mean? So like I said, they trying to sing their pain away. Their brothers say, I love that woman and I just can't help myself. Hey, he the man for that one, boy. That's my papa right there. You understand? But look, everybody, we go. Shalom, Israel.
Hey, shalom, Israel. Appreciate you, Cap. The water, sir.
Appreciate you, Yana boy.